Welcome to the EST Hangout.
This is the EST Hangout, and today's guests are...
Hey, very good. Today's Thursday morning to you. Welcome to the EST Hangout presented by Sentinel Storage, live right here at Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports. Thank you to everyone for tuning in across the Edmonton Sports Talk audio streams, edmontonsportstalk.com, tune in, iHeartRadio, Apple Music. Thank you to those watching on YouTube or listening this on podcast, wherever you get your podcasts. On the show today, Matt Iwanyk. I am back. I am here. Joining us from the Spirit of Edmonton, Gerry Haracsi, as well as Jonny Jazzno.
Sociable.
There we go.
Nice. Where you at? You had to have a sip.
Yeah, I swear we don't invite Gerry on just to drink sluice juice.
What time were you up making this
Well,
morning?
you know, it's funny because I was a little rushed this morning. When I got upstairs, my daughter forgot school was back in, so at 5 after 8, she's still sleeping, and she's got to be at school at 8:20, and I hadn't made the sluice yet. So there's zero recipe followed here. It's just the ingredients, and it was glug, 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 glug. And,
Pretty solid.
Yeah, I think you've done enough, though,
done enough,
that
yeah.
you probably, muscle memory, you kind of know
Yeah.
how much that you're going with that.
Yeah, it's this, that, the other thing, and boom, here we are.
We're going to get a lot on the show today. Spirit of Edmonton, Grey Cup. I just saw the CFL announced their nominees for the awards. Oilers game night. They're taking on the Rangers. Jays 1 win away from taking the 2025
That is crazy.
World Series and chance to close it out Friday or, if necessary, Saturday at home. So not even have to do it on the road. But yeah, EST Hangout presented by Sentinel Storage, Canada Storage experts, more than 2 decades helping Canadians through life transition. Canadian storage provider. Be sure to buy Canadian. Also, you may remember Gerry, or you know of Gerry as the father of Curtis Haracsi, performer of Tallboy, as well as performance at the Estes. So thank you very much for setting that up for us.
Yeah, I'm glad he loved it.
Curtis was
so
great.
Much fun. Yeah, he enjoyed the performance. He enjoyed hanging out with you guys after at the post show
Came
party.
to the after party.
He loved it. Yeah.
Yeah, after he was done his set, he came like you on the side with me. He's like, "Do you mind if I stay?" I said, "Yeah, of course. Like, feel free.
Nice.
Yeah.
Stick around to watch it." So then I saw him at Hudson's after. It's like, "Oh, you're still here. That's awesome."
Yeah. No, he's a Haracsi.
Yeah, you
all
guys
good.
like those parties, don't
You
you?
know, it's funny. I was Tim, his brother, my oldest son. When Joe Carter hit that home run 33 years ago,
32.
Yeah.
32 years ago,
Because it was 30.
Yes.
It was 93.
93. It was
Right.
I was changing Tim's diaper in that moment.
Oh, yeah?
I missed that home run.
You missed it?
I missed it because I was changing Tim's diaper. I hope he's listening. And I missed the home run. Jonny and I got to meet Joe Carter this past spring. At a,
Oh, yeah?
at a
Yeah,
function
we went to a
with,
little
TD
it was just, little
function.
TD, and it was a fireside chat.
Yeah.
And you could ask him anything in the world. And one of his best lines, Joe goes, somebody asked about, like, do you think the Jays have a chance this year? And he goes, yeah, they do. I don't know if I really want them to win because then I don't have a speaking job anymore.
This gig's over.
You know, that's... Hey, it's a fair point. You're part of the 92, 93
Yeah.
Jays. There are no other ones.
No.
So I was telling him the story. I said, yeah, I was changing my son's diaper. I missed the home run. Can you reenact it for me? He said, just watch it on YouTube.
He was awesome. He was
He was so
oh
good.
my gosh.
Yeah.
Nicest guy ever.
There was probably, 40 or 50 people there?
Yeah, it was cool.
He remembered everybody's name. You didn't have to
wow.
have a name tag on. He knew who you were, and he was chatting just like this. You know, just a great guy.
And big golf fan, huge golf fan. We talked Masters, everything. It was awesome.
Really?
He's awesome. Yeah, he's
So, like,
cool.
watching the golf.
He goes to all the events.
Yeah.
Oh, how
Loves
great
it.
would that
he's,
be?
He's super cool.
Actually, just side chat quickly. I'm a little annoyed with golf in Canada next year. The Women's Open is coming to Edmonton.
Okay.
The Seniors Tour, Champions Tour goes to Calgary. They schedule them on the same weekend next year.
How crazy is that?
I don't even, like, what are we doing here? We should be going back-to-back weekends or
Yeah,
something. Why are
yeah.
we, like, the women are here, the seniors down there, and so you're basically having to choose. Or you got to go Sunday one,
Yeah,
Saturday.
yeah.
Like, I'm annoyed with Canada Golf right now.
Yeah.
Like, wherever that happens, somebody needs to do better there. Also, Curtis in the nasty chat. Almost as much as I enjoy watching EST. Thanks again, boys. No, thank you, Curtis. Thank you. And look forward to seeing you in Winnipeg. It's Grey Cup. We're, 2 weeks
2 weeks away.
2 weeks tonight.
2 weeks tonight. We open.
Tonight is when you guys open?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, it is. I'll be there for that first
Yeah.
night, possibly.
Yeah,
You'll
we
catch
just
Tallboy.
Come in, watch Tallboy. They start, I think, around 10, 9:30, 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
They'll be on.
It'll be
closing
good.
the show on Thursday and Saturday, and then they got the mid gig on Friday evening.
Yeah.
So, if you would want to get into,
Let's get into some
All
spirits.
right, we have got an absolute killer lineup this year. The bands in Winnipeg that Curtis scouted them out for us. Jonny did the dirty work and got them signed, but we've got the Holly Davidson band. That girl can sing. It's going to be amazing. And then Dr. Octopus coming in.
When the name came across my desk, Dr. Octopus, I was like, who? And we looked him up. These guys, they just did a set in Winnipeg last week or the week before. They played Big Shiny Tunes 2 front to back.
No way.
Yeah. So that's who these guys are.
Yeah.
And sold out
Great
crowd.
album.
Sold out crowd. These guys are going to rock it. Then, like Gerry said, the Holly Davidson, female lead singer. So, like, every band is so good and so different. So you're in for a crazy show. It doesn't matter who you see.
You know what? These are the kind of guys we, Jonny and our producer out of Saskatoon, Tristan Myers with Armed with Harmony, they arrange a band call 2 weeks prior. So I guess it was last week we
Yep.
had a call with the guys from the bands just to discuss equipment and stage plots and that kind of stuff. And Curtis and Tallboy have their album release party coming up on November 22nd, tallboy.com for tickets. You're welcome, Curtis. Anyway, so they're not shipping a lot of their stuff, and they were going to rent. And both bands said, "What do you need? We'll just bring it for you."
Oh,
You know,
nice.
and so it's you could just tell already the camaraderie between them.
Yeah,
and
it's going to be good.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Okay, quickly, what's this album release?
November 22nd. Curtis, text in the where we can get tickets at.
Let's see if I can get some info on this.
Yeah, it's a good old hall party. Elmwood Community Hall, Friday or Saturday, whatever the 22nd is, right after Grey Cup.
Oh no, I sometimes go a little too slow when it comes to. Yeah, send us info if you can, Curtis, because then we'll promote that a little bit here. You guys all ready? Like,
How is it? Like, okay, so we're 2 weeks away. Are you in a moment where it's like, we're good, we got everything,
That's
we
what
just
we
need
think.
to get there?
Yeah.
And then
Or
an
is-
email comes in. And it's like,
Okay.
oh, we forgot this, this, and that.
Yeah, and it's
Or,
not
yeah,
like
so
we
you're in
haven't-
that phase of
Yeah.
what am I missing?
Exactly.
We
It's not-
think
and
we
it's not
got
our first
everything.
time. It's just like Jonny and I talk to each other 10 times a day now. On the 19th of November, we won't speak to each other to probably Merry Christmas, and we're best friends.
And I said to Gerry, how do we always forget stuff every year? Like, we have their checklist, we still do, but we just we're coming together now. Everything is like, the room is coming together now. The addition of BC into our room this year.
Oh yeah, that's
The what is?
Yeah, we haven't made that
this
announcement.
we
live
haven't
here yet.
made that announcement yet.
No.
So,
Well,
Gerry,
we did
here
on
we
our
go.
socials.
Here we go.
So I think the last time I was here, we might have had our room, and I was kind of complaining because I had asked for 15 to 20,000 feet of space with 30-foot ceiling so the cheer teams can perform, especially the Edmonton Elks, because they're the best cheer team in the league, and they do a lot of their aerobatics. Anyway, when I got the floor plan, they gave us a 9,000 square foot banquet room with 12-foot ceilings. So
And they said our capacity was around 550.
maybe max 500 by the time we get the hot tub full of beer in there and the bars and the stage and everything. And I said, who's next door to us? And they said, well, BC Lions. And I thought, well, I know they don't need 9,000 square feet of space because they just had Grey Cup last year. They don't have to entertain anybody and promote. So when Dwayne Vano was here on the end of June when the Lions were here, we had a conversation and I said, you guys interested in doing something together? Then it kind of died for 2 or 3 weeks, and then I got a call back saying, you know what, we're ready. Let's do something. So now we're going to have almost 20,000 feet of space.
We're opening up the air wall.
Yeah. And it's going to be the Spirit of Edmonton BC Lions Den.
Nice.
We're doing the typical Spirit of Edmonton. It's going to be, think of the biggest sports bar you could be in with Spirit of Edmonton theme, shenanigans, atmosphere, everything going on. And at the other side, you've got a huge 12-foot LED TV with all the sporting activities on TV. I think there's a fight. The UFC fights a Saturday night. There's
Beer hall seating.
There's always a fight on a Saturday. I know that.
yeah.
Beer hall seating. They're bringing in couches and everything on the BC side. So, like, sports party lounge on one side, our party on the other side, all coming together.
Yeah, and then they've got a cornhole game. They've got Big Game Hunter. They've got pinball machines. They've got all that stuff coming in. So, it's going to be amazing. It's a great. We've talked to them weekly or almost daily now. setting this up, and they're a great group to work with. And I think they're loving the fact that they don't have to compete with the Spirit of Edmonton.
And now
They'll be part of it.
capacity goes to close to 1,000, right?
Yeah.
So we double almost. So it's gonna be awesome.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's the announcement.
I like that. I'm excited
there's the
for
big
that.
news.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, it's anyone that's still thinking about whether they should go to Grey Cup or not, they should go. Have you guys heard anything on the festival passes though?
Yeah. Yeah. That's all I'm going to say. Ugh.
Okay. 'Cause
As
I
of-
haven't
as of
fully
right now,
understand it.
Sold out is
Yeah.
what we've heard. And they're opening up some day passes.
Okay.
But those have gone as well. So I don't know if they're going to even open up more. It's not our call.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I'm just curious, like, what would I didn't fully understand everything with it.
Yeah.
But I'm just seeing a lot of people from across the country very confused about what's going on right now.
I think the number was 6,000 that they had available, and they sold out a couple of weeks ago.
Yep.
Which is great, that they sold out. But there'll never be, if the capacity of the convention center is 6,000, there'll never be 6,000
No.
people there at the same time. And we all know, like when we ran our own room, and we can get into that story as well. When we owned our own room and ran our own room, and we had capacity of 1,500, people knew that if you weren't there, you were standing in line, which
Yeah.
was fine because you turn over your room every probably half an hour, 45 minutes. People are coming and going. So when they held it at 6,000, there's some people that have gone to 35, 40 Grey Cups and aren't coming this year because they didn't get a festival pass. And we don't have any access to them. We're not anything,
yeah. So there's no other way in except these passes.
No.
In a way.
No, there's no other
Okay.
way in. And
That's what it is.
When I'm not going to say forced into the festival site, but before, we used to run our own room.
Yep.
And we'd be independent. And people say, why would you do that? Why wouldn't you be with everybody else? We could control the price of beer. We could control cover charge at $15 to $20. Now, if you want to come see us in Winnipeg, you got to buy a day pass for $67. And they're probably sold out of those too.
Hopefully they open some more passes.
Yeah.
I think they will.
Like,
Yeah.
especially once the two teams are decided, right?
Yeah. Well, and I could also just see that if the Thursday goes and it's not as robust
Right.
as they might think, they might be like, hey, let's change it up or something. But I don't know. I feel like there'll be some pressure prior that they'll have to do something else because you can't. Yeah, it's not a concert in terms of, okay, there's this main one act that's going to happen at 9:00
Right.
and everyone's going to be there for that. So you could have to cap these tickets. No, people are coming and going. And, there's those that even have been at Grey Cups in the past that they can't stay out as late as they used to.
Yeah.
So they're going to go to bed. They're going to be there till 10:00 or whatever. But then there's another group that wants to come out and they want to stay till closing or something. But there's always just going to be a rotating thing that you can't cap that stuff.
Yeah, it's too bad. We'll, it's funny you say the Thursday night because the diehards, the regulars come Thursday night, and that's our busiest night because they all, come in and meet each other again for the first time in a year at the Spirit of Edmonton on Thursday night, and it's always jam packed, And then the Friday night, people come and go, newcomers come and experience the Spirit, then they go to somebody else, and then they always come back around 9:30, 10 o'clock to the Spirit of Edmonton, and then Saturday, after our breakfast is done, we open the room 3 hours later, and they're already in line waiting to get back into the Spirit of Edmonton room. And this year with the collab with BC and having that sports bar theme and the bands we have, the entertainment we have, and DJ Jonny Jazzno playing, I honestly, nobody's probably ever said this, but I can't wait to get to Winnipeg.
Speaking of breakfast, though, we still have tickets for that. So you can
Yeah.
buy a separate breakfast ticket that's not included with the pass. Come to the breakfast.
I'm coming to my first Spirit breakfast ever.
What?
Yeah,
This is your first one?
Never gone.
Maddie.
I haven't been to enough Grey Cups, like in general.
Right. You're always working.
So yeah, well, but in 18, 19, I didn't end up doing it for whatever reason. 18 I was working more so. And then this year, and I haven't this is the first Grey Cup since 19. So this is gonna be my first time experiencing actual Spirit of Edmonton breakfast.
So I'm just going to let you know, you're going to have so much fun at breakfast. And I've said this on this show before. I can tell you a million times what it's like, but until you experience it. So go experience the festival, do everything. When you get there Thursday night, come see us. Friday night, go experience everything else. Saturday, get to the breakfast for 8:00. You're my VIP buddy, so you got to be you get there for 8:00, you watch the show, then go have a nap. Okay?
I'm good with that. I like good naps.
Go rest.
Yeah, go rest.
And then Saturday night, come party.
4:00, 4:30, you come back and go hard again.
Sounds lovely.
Yeah. And
Sounds
then
wonderful.
Sunday, you don't have anything to do until game time, so it's probably 5 o'clock kickoff, probably.
Yeah, I'm debating. There's a Football Reporters of Canada breakfast.
Is it 5 o'clock local this time?
Well, it's always
It's 4 usually our time.
yeah, it's 4.
Okay, so yeah.
it'd be
To
5
Edmonton,
there.
so it should be
It's
5.
always 6 Eastern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, there's a breakfast for Football Reporters of Canada. Although in 19 I shouldn't have went because I was hurting pretty good. So there's a
Well, you
chance-
should be hurting
I
pretty
know
good,
that was the thing. And I shouldn't have went. So I think
really
this
need to
year
go.
I'm like, do I want to go to this or do I just want to sleep in and just get ready for the game later?
Yeah.
That's probably what is going to happen. So
It'll be fun. And remember
Yeah.
the slogan for our breakfast. It's the best breakfast you'll never remember.
Here's what you're going to be like. I'll just have one sluice. And then one sluice turns into 2 sluice.
Yeah.
And then
And
by
then
that
it
time,
turns- well, and the thing about sluice, which is amazing but also deadly, is it just goes down so easy.
Yeah.
yes.
It's, you know what? You're right.
Like
Going-
you just think that you're like that tastes like orange juice.
yeah. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
I could drink a lot of orange juice,
Yes, you can. Yeah.
especially in breakfast time. You know, like and then you have a couple, then you just feel like, well, I'm feeling fine. I could have more. Yeah, that nap's going to be absolutely
Yeah.
necessary.
Like it's
I'm
funny 'cause
aware.
it goes down really well, and then getting up afterwards isn't so cool. You know, I tell whenever we have a new table, and especially if there's a table full of women or something, you've got to warn them to be careful because the sluice juice is really good stuff. And the recipe we follow was given to us by Alberta Gaming and Liquor for a 500 liter tank. So we're not
No,
juicing anything
no,
up here.
not at all.
It's
Exactly.
100% legit. We know what we're allowed to serve to so many people in the 2 hours that we can serve sluice juice. We know when we reach that limit, we don't make any more. We stop. We stop serving it. It's out. We're done. So it's not like
So that's the only time at Grey Cup weekend that is sluice is available.
Correct.
the only time
Is
is at our
during the
breakfast.
breakfast.
100%.
Yeah, you can sample it at tailgates, but now you're gonna have to wait till next year.
Yes.
They've asked to sell it at bars.
Yeah.
And we just, no.
And
Exclusive.
you guys are doing it the right way.
Exclusive breakfast.
we're doing it the
there's
right
some like there's golf tournaments that we help out at, and they say, "Hey, can we bring sluice juice?" They go, "Yeah, sure, we'll bring sluice juice," but it's not the real recipe.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we just make a few changes to it.
I like that.
It's only
I like that.
tailgate and Grey Cup breakfast is
So this
and
isn't
here,
even-
and here and
Well,
here.
I'm-
No,
I'm
this
ex-
is
is
this
this-
100%.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank
Like
you.
I said, I was in a
Appreciate
hurry, so there might be a little bit more of this than that, and the other thing, and the other thing, and the other thing. But
Well, that's just another reason. Also,
I
to
think
get
we
the
also
tailgates
for
and
breakfast
stuff.
have to give a shout out to Mark Schultz, our MC.
Oh, is he still the MC? and all that?
Man, this
Mark's
guy.
the best.
If you don't want to party and at 8 o'clock in the morning and have a good time, you will with his energy. This
Yeah.
guy comes out 100 miles an hour, and it is awesome. He's probably one of the best MCs in Canada. Like has to be.
yeah.
Top 5 for sure. And he's just so fun. He gets you going, gets everybody on their feet. And it's just he's a guy that I don't know what we would do if we ever lost him because
yeah,
we need a lifetime contract with this guy.
and it's I talked to him yesterday, and he's pumped, man. He's so excited, and I don't know anybody else that at 8 o'clock in the morning, we don't serve sluice till 9 because that's when liquor license starts. So there's nobody else that can get 1,200 hungover people going like Mark Schultz can at 8 o'clock on a Saturday morning. You know, and Johnny's spinning the tune starting at what 7:45.
7:45.
He'll be up
DJ
there. The
music
dance
starts.
floor will be open.
Yep.
And
Which is I credit to you guys and gals, like with what you guys do. Because when does Spirit close Friday night?
We don't get to bed usually about 2 or 3.
there's been times my phone is at 10% when I plug it in, and it's at 29% when I wake up to go.
You need to get one of like my phone samples. It has a very fast charge, super
Yeah.
fast charger. It'll go in an hour.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you guys, so you bed at 2 or whatever.
Yeah.
But then you're spinning at 7:45. So
Yeah.
like that is a very short turnaround. for you
I've
guys.
walked into breakfast as we show up early to make sluice and everything else. I've showed up and Gerry, I see him in the corner. I'm like, you're on the radio in 20 minutes. Go,
Yeah.
go do your hit.
And I'm putting Visine in my eyes. I'm splashing my face, and
You're on global now. Go.
yeah. So
Yeah.
there's been there's been a couple that I've actually totally I'm making sluice juice and I'm covered in orange juice and stuff and I get the tap and I go, you're 30 seconds away from being on the air. And I'm like, crap. So yeah,
So
but
it's our quick turnaround night, but it's awesome.
Yeah.
The hardest
then-
one was Edmonton when we did 2 breakfasts.
Yes, yeah. You guys did
Yeah.
do 2. That's what I thought.
yeah,
Yeah.
like that was I'll
So
never
that was
forget.
2 days.
The Friday,
Friday, Saturday.
Yeah.
We did
Friday.
more of a corporate one.
Yeah, but still, like I remember walking down Jasper Ave at 5:30 in the morning, and I literally had gone to bed at about 3, and get up, shower, walking down Jasper Ave, going, I'll never do this again in my life at 5:30 on a Friday morning or a Saturday morning. And you walk in, and like myself and either Mark Curtis or one or two of us have to get there early, because when we sell our tables, we sell them by the table numbers online. So those table numbers have to be identical in real life as they are virtually.
Okay.
And 50% of the time, it's wrong. So when I walk in and I see table 1 at the right spot, then I'm happy. But when I see table 1 on the opposite corner, I go, oh, we got to change
change
every
all of them.
one of these. Yeah, and it happens.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm there usually by 5:30. Then the sluice team shows up about 6:30. The sluice team. That's
Yeah, we bring the team in.
and we start mixing sluice, and we usually have somebody from the provincial liquor board there watching us, and we'll have the food and beverage manager there watching us. And after about 15 minutes, they just back off because they know that we have it under control.
They see the science
Yeah.
and the process and how you guys just have it down perfectly.
Yeah. There was one time nobody caught it. We used 26s of vodka, and the provider gave us 40 ounces bottles. We didn't catch it, so we put the exact same amount in as if it was 26. And I'll never forget, because I'm standing with one of our longtime guys who's now retired from the Spirit, Travis. And we're standing there at the end of the show, and this girl comes up to us, and she goes, I love you guys.
Oh.
And Travis is always a well-dressed man, and all over his shoes was Spirit breakfast.
I think we did something wrong.
And we couldn't figure it out. And he goes, man, everybody is just, they must have come in all hungover, and we can't figure it out. And then we're throwing everything out and collecting the empties, and he goes, oh, look at these bottles. So, oh well.
It's just one of those the year that they definitely didn't remember the breakfast.
Yeah,
for
but
a lot
even
of the
in
attendees.
Hamilton, we didn't know Ontario was just all tall boys. They don't have the 12-ounce can of beers. So we order the 9 or 10 pallets of beer, and we advertise $8 a can. Well, no wonder we were sold out every night. We're selling tall boys at $8 when we should have been asking 10 or 12 bucks for them. But those are things you just
Every spot's
diarize
different.
Yeah.
Every year is different. Every night
is different.
Every night is different. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
I will have to say, like those that aren't planning to go to Winnipeg, it's a shame that we're not saying come to the Edmonton one next year or the year after.
Calgary, Regina.
Because, but that's the one flip side is it's Calgary, Regina, especially next year in Calgary. I know it's Calgary, but it was easy going down in 19. A lot of friends, we went down
We had
in
a
19.
good time.
It was a good time, and because it's just so easy to get there.
I've already got the venue booked. I've got the hotels booked. We're ready to go in Calgary. So
Yeah.
actually, where is it all happening next
it's going to be at the BMO Center again.
Same spot,
Yeah,
okay?
same
Because I
spot.
know construction of Saddle Dome's all happening.
Yep, there'll be. It shouldn't interrupt anything.
Okay.
That I mean, I'm there all the time with my real life job.
Yeah.
So I know the people at BMO. We got the best hall. It'll be about 55,000 feet of space.
Huge.
So if this collab works with BC and we get along, we may do
A similar thing.
a mega, and there won't be any sold out shows or anything like that. I mean, they won't have a limit on tickets because that building is so big.
Yeah.
We're talking almost 400,000 square feet of space on the main floor.
It was good there. It was a good spot for it all. And it was easy, because a bunch of us left after work on Friday. We're there for the Friday,
Right, yeah, yeah,
Saturday.
yeah.
Some left back on the Sunday. Some of us stuck out the Sunday and then came back on the Monday. It's just you don't have to worry about the flight part of all of this or anything like that. So I do highly recommend everyone to try to find time to get down to Calgary next year for the Grey Cup, and then do the Spirit on the breakfast on the Saturday and go and it's Canada's largest kitchen party. It will always come back to that. Dave Jameson once told me that one. Then 18, I was like, you're absolutely right, Dave. This is just a massive kitchen party that everyone's there to just have a fun time. So, Dave in Section T, sluice juice has prevented me from getting scurvy this tailgate season. El Presidente
Dave.
75, it absolutely was when I went to the Grey Cup parties. That's about the fall.
Oh,
Stay. Nope.
No, it's down.
I've been struggling with keeping those up.
They're good for you for recognizing it's going to fall, though.
I heard it. I heard it. Can I just keep it right here?
Just put it on your shoulder. That looks cute.
There, he could sit there.
There you go.
I'll have a little pumpkin guy next to me. He just wants a little bit of the sluice juice and all of that stuff.
That's what you look like after a couple of sluice juices.
I'll just be walking
you.
around. Hey guys, me and my buddy are here. Yeah. So no. Oh well, whatever.
Done.
I'm
That's
I'm
what you
done
look
with
like
it.
after 4 sluice juices.
That's the thing about the breakfast, though. People dress up like it's incredible.
Yeah.
Like the I don't even know what to call it. Not costumes, but the team pride they have. Doesn't matter if you're Winnipeg, Hamilton, Ottawa, whatever. They come in their colors. We celebrate the CFL.
Yeah.
Yes.
We celebrate the CFL at this breakfast, and in our room all the time. But the breakfast is just one of those places where everybody just comes together. It's so cool to experience.
That'll be really interesting this year with BC, and we've told them that, and they understand it. And part of the conversations Jonny was having with one of their directors was, he actually said, man, are we ever happy that we're with you guys and not against you guys? Because they wouldn't have anybody. But we want you to wear your team colors.
That's the thing.
All the time.
Well, it's you said one of your guys is in Saskatoon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we have Ottawa, we have Saskatoon.
You're from Saskatchewan.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like it's all about it's from
CFL.
all over.
We're
Yes.
just, but as an Edmontonian, I'm born and raised here, and I love this city. I always say, and Jeff McWhinney has the best line. He's a fan with the coolest job, and he's the keeper of the Grey Cup. But he's a Winnipeg Blue Bomber fan first. And I say the same thing where, I'm the luckiest guy. I've got a passion for this football team all my life. I love it. And I get to represent Edmonton and the football team doing this with this fabulous crew that we have. I think there's 14 of us now that run it. And, I'm just lucky to be most of the time the face and the voice, but to have a guy like this on my side, I always say you surround yourself with good people and you look really good. Well, there's one of the reasons why. So,
easy now.
no, it's good. It's good.
No, it's going to be a fun time. It's absolutely going to be incredible. By the way, November 22nd, Elmwood Community Hall for Tallboy. Doors at 6. Tallboyyeg.com for more information on that one. And that's the weekend after Grey Cup.
They have the 10:02 from the Elks games. They're opening for them.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
So it's going to be a great show.
How was tailgate for you guys this year?
Oh, it was fun.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's such a hate-love relationship with me and tailgate. It takes up my garage, all the stuff for the whole year. There's just everything. You load up the car, and I don't have a truck. I'm driving an SUV and it's loaded up and it gets damaged. And then you get there and you guys come by, all the regular fans come by, and I can't get the smile off my face for 3.5, 4 hours. And at the last tailgate, it was awesome. After tailgate is done and we're loaded up, I sit there by myself and I just have a beer and I relax and enjoy it before I go in, which is usually end of the first quarter. Well, Lieutenant Eric hung around with me, and I told him, I said, this is what I do. I hang out and I just chill. And sometimes Dave from Section T is still there and maybe a few other guys, but mostly it's just me and a beer, and I get to
Decompress, relax.
Yeah.
So it's pre-mayhem for 2 hours.
For about 24 hours, because you've got to get prepped.
Right.
Loading up, whatever it is, 14 dozen beer and Vizzies and everything else that Molson supplies us with, and running to the Costco Business Center at 7 a.m. on game day to get 24 bags of ice, and then putting it all together and then trying to get family stuff and real life work stuff done. Anyway, tailgate was awesome this year. The crowds were just as busy as ever, Ironically, the last game of the year was probably the best, most consistent weather day we had. It was just 18 degrees.
It was a very nice day
last Friday, and beautiful afternoon for it. And yeah, it was great. I love doing it. I love getting there and doing it.
It's one of those, this city just wants to support this team again.
Yeah.
It's just been so long since they've been good. And we saw it this year where they was close and the fans were coming out and stuff like that.
Couple of mistakes in Ontario. If they don't make those mistakes, they're in the playoffs.
I broke it down. If we probably go through every play this season and have 5 or 6 go a little differently.
Right.
This team might have been a playoff team. That's how close the margins were.
Yeah.
And big move, actually, I'll just to pivot a little here to the Elks. Big move yesterday in signing Terrell Ford to an extension through 27. He was signed for next year. But I think we're all expecting that Trey won't be here. And I think the one question that was always thrown out there as well, what's going to happen to Terrell?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Well, now he's sticking around for sure. We know that. And him and JJ Ross on opposite side for corners.
Yeah.
just, I know Chris Morris, when he took over the team, one of the first things he says was he doesn't want the change, a lot of changes, a revolving door and stuff like that. And part of that is keeping your players around. And right off the bat, Ed keeping Justin Rankin and Terrell Ford around for next year, it's huge. So they're setting themselves off right off the bat for what should be a good year next year.
Yeah, I mean, I can't see it. I mean, they finished this year with the same record as last year, except way more encouragement.
Yeah.
It was way more encouraging this year watching and finishing the year at whatever they finished, 8-10 or whatever it was.
7-11.
7-11, yeah.
But you also look at a roster and go, I don't think there's going to be that much turnover. And last year, you'd be like, there's going to be quite a bit of turnover.
Well, they're still one of the youngest teams, if not the youngest team in the league, and they have the most amount of multi-year contracts. So I think they're in pretty good shape.
I've often said 9-9 is good. Like, you can make the playoffs, and you can even get far. So just get to 9-9. Anybody, any team in the CFL, you go 9-9.
Yeah, get on
you
a
got a
roll.
shot. You got a shot, right? So
Yeah, we'll see. It'll be interesting off season, and I'm already looking forward to the first tailgate of the year next year.
I know this part always makes me sad. Like, we have 5 CFL games left.
I know.
Yeah.
We get some really good ones coming. Grey Cup's going to happen. And then Grey Cup ends, and I always go, aw. Like,
Yeah.
I want June to come. I want to, I don't care about the preseason part of that, but as much as I just want the regular season of June to be here already. I'm like, I love football. There's college football still going. There's NFL. So I think Vanier is usually the weekend after. There's still the NFL, but it's just but I want my CFL football.
Yeah. So this year, the possibility could happen where Winnipeg plays at home as the Eastern champion.
But Winnipeg has been an Eastern Division team.
Yeah.
That's the one thing.
Right.
It's fascinating that if there's a team to do it and it's not as weird, like if BC was ever a crossover team, I think they have it,
West,
and they
far
took
west,
over an East, and they were the East representatives. It'd be like Vancouver's the East
How
representative.
far has the crossover ever made it?
Only
Not to the Grey
Edmonton
Cup.
went to the final, to the East final. And lost.
Edmonton's done it a few times.
East final.
the East
Yes.
final, yeah.
No one's ever gotten all the way.
No.
But
Okay.
Winnipeg has gone to the Grey Cup
as the Eastern.
Yes, because it's
representative.
the year that they
in the East.
lost.
But they were in the East, yeah.
They lost to Saskatchewan in 07, or was that 08? I think that was 07 with Ryan Didwinny playing,
Yes.
having to come in for
Yes.
Kevin
Oh,
Glenn.
yeah.
So they have been Eastern. So in the historical books, it would kind of make sense. Well, it would make no sense that they were West though last year, and then also they're back in.
But it would be really interesting, especially if they were playing like BC,
yeah.
and it would be fun. It'd be fun.
Well,
Even before the Elks were eliminated, we were chatting on one of our team room chats with them and saying, "Could you imagine it could be an Edmonton BC Grey Cup?" Here we are having fun together, partying together, and
And then we all laughed. And
but that's the true beauty of the CFL.
hey, I'll stand by. I think the crossover, as much as I would love for them to one day go 1 through 9 type thing, the fact that they've done divisions, but had the foresight to have that crossover added in the late 90s.
Yeah.
So that if a team is better in one division over a team in the other, go, no, okay, well, that team shouldn't be in the playoffs.
Yeah.
This team's going to come over and make the playoffs.
Did you
Love
notice when
that.
they announced Regina that Grey Cup's on November 7th?
November 7th, yeah.
So early.
It's 1 week earlier.
Like, it just seems weird that early.
It's going to be hard to make. I'm in Vegas always the week prior to Grey Cup for for real life convention. So like I fly out next Friday to Vegas.
Yeah.
Friday to Wednesday, and then Wednesday morning fly to Winnipeg for Grey Cup, and then get back home the following Tuesday.
Well, so next weekend's Grey Cup.
2 years, yeah, 2
In a
years
year.
it'll be Grey Cup Sunday.
2 years, yeah.
So I'll be flying from Grey Cup to Vegas, missing the game. I'll be flying out Sunday.
Yeah, and I've been
So
a
are
big.
they going into May earlier then?
They'll have to start this season a
have
week
to.
early.
Yeah.
Yeah. So right now, this season started June. What was it?
It was early because they played an exhibition game in May.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, so the Grey Cup. Actually, I'll see if I can find Grey Cup days first. The Grey Cup used to be U.S. Thanksgiving weekend.
Yeah.
And
So
slowly we've been
in the
moving
20s
things up.
then,
Yeah.
like
it was always that.
2019
And before that, it was even later. Like I think there's been Grey Cups in December before.
Wow.
Well, the only time was December was the shortened season with COVID, and we were in Hamilton. We were in Hamilton the first time in 22 or 21. We were up. You weren't there. You were having babies.
I was having babies.
Yeah.
Well, my wife was
Yeah,
having
yeah,
babies.
yeah. But it was December
I was there.
13th, I think, because we had Santa Claus present the sluice juice.
Right.
our
Okay.
room.
So yeah, like it used to a few times early days, like this is 60s. There's been December
Yeah.
a few times, but it's late November, like we're in the 20s. Then for 84 was on the 18th for some reason, but back in like November 29, November 27, November 26.
Yeah, it's always that U.S. it was always that U.S. Thanksgiving weekend.
And then it bumped up in 21. So it was November. Oh, no, sorry. Yeah, it was November 25, November 24, November 20, November 19, November 17. So somewhere in the, so I think 19,
Yeah.
the 109th Grey Cup in 2022. That's when we got the first bump up to November 20, 19, 17. We're in 16, 15th next year, and then November 7th. So we're going to go one more week.
Yeah.
Do you think because of just weather?
Well,
Like Regina gets cold.
yeah, okay,
Let's
but
be
let's
honest.
just, would you rather sit out in a snowstorm in November when you're ready for it? That's usually a dry snow, not so heavy. Or would you, May, during a regular season game when we get a May snowstorm and you're getting pelted with heavy snow? Like, I'd rather be there in November cold.
Well, this is where, so November, May 30th was preseason week number 3.
Oh,
So
3.
that would be
so
now
wow.
week 1. So we're
Yeah.
talking about the last weekend of May would be the start of the CFL
Yeah.
season.
Right.
I always feel though, like I want my Grey Cup as best weather as possible. And I don't care if that comes at the cost of the earlier of the season. Because you want people there at the end more than you want them at the
Hey, it's an
beginning.
outdoor game, man. Play the elements. Whatever
Absolutely.
the weather, as Jeff McWhinney would say, whatever the weather.
I agree, but the thing is, Gerry, that too many people of my generation are too soft.
I'll see you guys. Oh, you
And
guys.
I'm with you. I would rather be there in the snow. I would sit through all that. But way too many would not. Way too many
Yeah.
would be like, well, I don't know. It's too cold.
You know, when I open...
And it's just like, no, just go buy some heated gloves, heated vest, heated socks, go enjoy the elements.
Yeah.
But nowadays, people are too...
Yeah, no,
we're soft. We're soft. The millennials and the Gen Zs and all that, we're soft. And that's why we have to bump it up.
Yeah,
That's the
when I
reality of
open
it.
a bottle of Bailey's, the first thing that comes to mind is a cold November football playoff game in Edmonton, watching them beat Saskatchewan or Calgary or BC or whoever it was they were beating.
I was there in 02. I don't remember how cold I was in 02. 10 wasn't bad. 18 was fine. 19 was okay.
Right.
Hey, it's all fine.
We haven't.
It's-
The worst Grey Cup was probably Ottawa for weather when that storm blew in,
yeah.
and
Yep.
and it was coming down, and it's heavy, wet snow.
That was 17?
We started
Yeah, I
walking to
remember
the
that one.
stadium or something. We turned around and said, "Forget this. Let's just go to a bar."
That was Argo's Stamps, I think.
Was it 17 or 18?
Yeah, that's when Argos beat the Stamps
Yeah.
on that interception. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was 17 because 18 was here, then 19. Yes,
It was a wet, heavy snow, and it just came down.
And those are the stories that sometimes are kind of made of. Like
That
we
is,
talked
yeah.
about the Heritage Classic because of how cold it was, right? That's one of the things. So when Ice Tekka with the Canada Soccer that was here,
That was so cool.
and it's the elements that, because there was 2 games for those Canada Soccer games, but we talked about the second one, and Ice Tekka with it because that had the snowstorm before,
Yeah.
as opposed to the game that happened on the Friday where it was
Yeah.
fine. It was
Yeah.
like 2 degrees or something, -2, and we beat Costa Rica. But no one talks about that when we talk about that. So that's where I'm with you. I prefer the elements.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
football. But it's the same. It's like why does the NFL always go to nice weather or dome stadiums? Is they're
Yeah.
trying to keep it perfect.
Yeah, but they're corporate. That's a whole different crowd.
Oh, you're
Talk about
yeah.
soft.
It's
Like, will Green Bay get a Super Bowl?
which is crazy.
Exactly.
Like when you think about
Exactly.
should Lambeau Field not be hosting a Super Bowl one year?
Amen.
The venue that is Lambeau Field should have a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But you're not going to go
Never.
there in middle February in those elements and force your Super Bowl and your corporates,
Yeah.
and, the CEOs and all that and the celebs. They don't want to be in the cold. But
Yeah.
screw them. But that's where it is. But yeah, so November 7th in 2 years. So it is going to be earlier.
Yeah,
But it'll be fun.
that'll be interesting.
And then, though, they always say if the 10th team comes to the CFL that is supposed to come one day, we have 3 bye weeks right now. They could eliminate it, I believe, down to 1 bye week because
There we go.
it's the balancing of the schedule. That's why part of why they have extra bye weeks, or at the very least, you can eliminate 1 bye
One of
week
the
or
bye
something,
weeks, yeah.
and it shortens the season a little bit. So instead of having
Where is our 10th team coming?
Quebec City will go.
Ooh,
That's why the more of the rumors are.
okay.
Quebec City. That the Atlantic Canada might have forgotten. Are the Schooners? Do they still have their party?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They still do.
Yeah, they get
They'll
the
be
nice
there.
big room. They get the
Oh,
big
do they?
ceilings. Yeah.
For the team that's not in the league.
Every year. I don't know what they do to get it, but I know
yeah.
they haven't been around for 51 years supporting the CFL like the Spirit has been.
No, they have not. But yeah, like, well, that's kind of because it was 18 when they got announced.
Yeah, they still have the franchise. They
Yeah,
just don't
but
have
they
a
had
team.
the Schooners there was the big name
It was supposed
announcement.
to happen.
Yeah, and they announced that at 18, and then
Yeah.
we've had the funding and the stadium not go. But it sounds like Quebec City might be where they're focusing to. I
interesting.
also think Kelowna. I have thrown out Kelowna for a long time because the CFL is now like a 20,000, 25,000 seat stadium.
Yeah.
And I don't know, maybe somebody was listening to me because with World Cup next year, Toronto is stupidly playing home games in Saskatchewan, in Winnipeg, and in Hamilton, as opposed to which Hostler from Winnipeg, he brought up a good point. He was like, why aren't those games in Quebec City?
Yeah.
Like to test that market or something. And then I thought Vancouver was just naturally BC was going to be in Victoria.
Right.
And they announced Kelowna. So now I'm wondering if is this a test of Kelowna?
Little test markets.
Where are they playing in Kelowna?
The Apple Bowl, I believe it's called.
Oh, yeah. That's where.
And I think they're going to they're going to have to expand it to some degree.
Yeah.
But they're playing, I think, 2 games there next year
Interesting.
because they can't because BC Place will be locked in with the World Cup.
Yeah.
Right.
Like it's one of those. Well, why? Like they did Touchdown Pacific. Like it makes sense to just go straight to Victoria. But
Right.
the fact that they're going to Kelowna, I'm wondering if is this a test for the Okanagan area because you get a lot of tourists that come out there. Like it's a decent population and. Like again, you're only looking for 20,000 people 9 times a year.
Yeah. I know, I don't know about Victoria. I don't know if they would have the fan base or if they would even draw from mainland. But I remember talking with Dwayne Vano when I was there last year about Thursday night games. And he says, we don't like hosting Thursday night games because they had like 1,500 season ticket holders on the island that can't get home because the ferries stop at 11 o'clock. So...
Well, that's riders don't like Thursday games.
No.
Because there's a lot of people from Saskatoon that are wanting, or from around that are going to drive
2.5,
down the back.
3 hours.
Absolutely. And it's like, well, then we got to drive back, and it's a lot more difficult.
But
to
you've
do that
always
one.
said it. About
The schedule is terrible. Number one, in summertime, Saskatchewan needs to come to Edmonton like an August Saturday night. Because the tourism, that's a holiday, honest. Saskatchewan people think Edmonton is a holiday to come to the ball, everything else.
Yeah.
So put that game on a hot August night, 8 o'clock, get that place rocking. Let's get 40,000 back in there. Let's get, have a great time. The schedule, drives me nuts. I don't want to get going. The schedule drives me nuts.
Yeah, Saskatchewan on a Thursday night game here is crazy.
I
Why
would
you do
I would
that?
eliminate Thursdays in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
I do like Sundays.
Surprisingly, I do too. Sunday at 5 o'clock.
I remember when FC Edmonton was still here, they had late in their last season, they had a bunch of Sunday games at 4, and I was going to them. And I noticed a lot more kids were at those games than other games. So I don't know. There's something about that Sunday night. But also, I just feel like for TSN and CTV, you have Sundays blocked in starting the weekend after Labor Day with the NFL.
Right.
And it goes all the way through until Super Bowl, except for the 1 week off between AFC and NFC Championship game and Super Bowl. Just add another 3 months of Sunday football with the CFL to start.
Right.
Play consistently. Your last Sunday game in the CFL should be Riders, Bombers in Regina, Labor Day. Boom. That Labor Day weekend.
Yeah.
And then the next weekend it shifts to the NFL outside of then Grey Cup Sunday. Grey Cup Sunday, we go back to the CFL and we do all of that. But like, that's a fun game. 5 o'clock, it's nice. And then do a doubleheader Friday or a doubleheader Saturday, 1 game on the other day. That's what it should be. That's
like
it.
that.
That's
I like
all.
that.
Yeah.
They get rid of the Thursdays.
Yeah.
Because it's just everyone's just like, well, we don't want the Thursday.
Yeah. The operational side of that is bad. It's hard for everybody.
Unless there's a team that says we love Thursdays. Then once every couple of weeks, throw a Thursday on for those teams. Like if Toronto says, actually, we do well with Thursdays, we prefer Thursdays. Okay, every 3-4 weeks, put Toronto or if Montreal likes that, give them that. But you always hear, again, BC, Regina, here in Edmonton, I know fans don't like it. I don't know if Calgary likes Thursdays. Like there's enough teams that just go, the fans don't like it.
Yeah. But you got to think too. There's a lot of volunteers that go to that work these games, stadiums, and if you've got to be there 3 hours or 4 hours before the game, you're taking time off work now to get to a Thursday night game, which
We have kickoff at
that's
7.
kind of our life,
Yeah.
So, but anyway,
And then it works the next day, and it's like, well, because that's the one thing football has that you can't do with like hockey or baseball or basketball. Every game could be an event.
when Stu's at our breakfast, giving us 5-minute thank you to the Spirit of Edmonton, we'll plant that bug along with the football that Dusty wants to get going too. The
Fantasy football?
Fantasy football.
Well, actually, I from what I know, I I would think that it is a thing of stewards to change the schedule
Yeah.
of the when games are played.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he was one that probably created it when he was with TSN.
Yeah, well, from that perspective, from a TSN perspective, you're going, well, we're trying to fill nights.
Yeah.
But he's now in the other role, so
They
he
need
might
programming,
be
yeah.
he might be sitting there going, well, you want to know, I don't care about those nights.
But you know, on the 180 degrees, I love Thursday night NFL football because there's nothing on Thursday night to watch. So,
but it's not summer.
and I don't sit for 3.5 hours and watch the game. It's always just on.
yeah.
I'm doing something
Yeah,
else
yeah,
around the
yeah.
house or in the yard or in the garage, and then it's on. You know.
But the thing is, like for July, it's August or something, like a Thursday. That's a nice night to go golfing or something.
Absolutely.
There's more things to do.
Yeah.
Where it's like, yeah, it's November. Screw it. I'm watching a Tuesday, Wednesday college football game.
Yeah.
Give me some action because
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
miserable outside and I ain't leaving my house.
Yeah.
Our window's short to golf,
Yeah.
right? Like, and outside stuff in general.
Whatever it is,
Yeah,
you know, and it's like we want to go and we have a lot of festivals, so it's like, well,
Yeah. There's lots going on. You're right.
Absolutely.
always something going on. That's
Short
the
time period.
But you know, like, hey, tonight you got Oilers Rangers. I'm a Ravens fan. They're taking on the Dolphins.
Right.
Ugh.
Yeah.
That'd be a fun one to watch.
Based on records, just wow, just awful.
Yeah.
But like, hey, I'll be tuned in for that one. And then look, I always tuned in for the CFL ones, but it's easier. Like it's easier to not miss one.
Yeah.
When there's nothing else
Yeah,
to
yeah,
do, as
yeah.
opposed to
Yeah,
when
yeah, yeah.
there's things going on. I'm actually fascinated by what Stuart Johnson has to say at the Grey Cup this year, because you know the rules are the rules. We'll see how that play. Now we got to wait for those to see how they play
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
There's nothing that can happen fully. He said there's other things coming. I'm also just fascinated if we're going to hear anything on the TV deal
Yeah.
When's it up?
after next season.
Okay.
That'll be
You know?
interesting to see.
Because
They
Does
can't
TSN
afford.
want it?
does
Right.
TSN want to pay $50 million a year for it?
Right.
Because you can't take less money in a new TV deal.
No.
He would know the appetite though of TSN.
Yeah.
I think he would
I think,
fully
yeah.
be aware of that. Also though, like if you're the CFL and you're in their shoes, you want to be on as many platforms as you can. Like that's the thing.
And look at the streaming world right now.
Keep in mind the demographic of the CFL, though.
Absolutely.
You know,
but is there a way?
To do
Like,
both.
yeah, I saw some random rumor. Whether this is, I feel like it's to a degree blowing some smoke up there. But the one thing they threw out, like an idea of like, can you get on like TSN CTV's part of the package? The other part would be a streaming service, let's say Amazon Prime, but they build a partnership with Global. So Global also airs the games too,
Yeah.
or something, because you do still need. You know, there's a lot of people that they wouldn't. If like the NHL has their Monday games on Prime here in Canada.
Right.
If the Oilers are playing, people will eventually find that game.
Yeah.
If the CFL is not on regular TV, it's going to be easy to get forgotten about.
I agree.
Yeah. Who's just switching it to baseball for a second? I was watching the U.S. feed on an Edmonton station. It was
See, City TV.
City TV was showing. Yeah, because
Oh, they grabbed the Fox feed?
Yeah,
Yeah.
This isn't Buck Martinez.
So Sportsnet is showing the Canadian broadcast,
Yeah.
and they're allowed. They've used City TV to broadcast the Fox one for anyone that wants to watch the Fox broadcast.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah,
know
it
that.
was interesting. It was very biased towards L.A.
Joe Davis, I think, is the play-by-play guy. He's got a great call,
He was telling a story.
and John Schmaltz is the analyst.
They were good. They were really good. He was telling a story about, I think it was him, about how long that game was the other night, the 18 inning. He said his wife left Toronto, sent him a note saying, "Hey, honey, I'm at the airport." Sends him another note, "I'm on the plane." Sends him another note, "Hey, I landed in LA." She goes, "Now I'm in bed." He goes, "I'm still calling this game." She has flown across the continent, and now she's in bed at the hotel room waiting for me to finish work. But, yeah.
It was incredible. Hostler quickly yesterday said something about Little. He's like, yeah, I had a great in the 17th inning. And I just started laughing. He's like, when did you hear it? 17th inning?
Yeah.
What a
Speaking
ridiculous
of feeds, though, Ryder Cup, did you watch? Obviously, you watched. But did you see the US feed that TSN broadcast, right?
Yeah.
I was so not impressed, I'll say, with that feed. It was just terrible. So I switched to the UK feed of the Ryder Cup.
Oh, I should have done that.
Yeah.
Totally different experience. Like night and day. How it was like a respected tradition, the Ryder Cup. It was almost like the Masters, but in Ryder Cup form. I was like, what am I watching? It was so nice.
Yeah, TSN should use that feed.
Yes,
Yeah.
they should.
You're gonna have more people cheering for Team Europe than Team USA
100%.
anyways.
It was
What are we
so
doing here?
nice.
Show that one. I never thought of that part of this.
Oh, it was so good. It was so good.
The Brits do broadcasting in a great way.
Oh my gosh, it was so cool.
They're soccer analysts and their goal.
Their words, I
everything
find,
they
like their
do.
descriptions of how everything is happening is so.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the right word
Even
is.
F1, like
Yes.
you know, when you're a Drive to Survive F1 fan, like most of us are, you know, you got involved in it, and then you started watching the race, and you go, wow, this is really
It's presented.
interesting. Yeah.
Just a whole different way.
yeah.
Some of them are wordsmiths.
Yeah.
Like
Totally.
I would go to the soccer announcers. You'll never see them basically say he scores.
Right.
Yeah.
There is something like excellence, or like the way they go about it,
Yeah.
and then the words that they use after are like, "Why are you giving me poetry right now? How did you come up with this poetry right
Yes.
now?" But this is amazing. There was one time I was listening to on TuneIn actually, the feed from the UK of a Manchester United match one time. And I actually had to email the broadcasters. I'm like, I want this clip because this guy it was a goal replay. Like they were using VAR, and the way he's explaining that
Yeah.
this guy's looking to the stars, looking for some sort of answer. This person, and I'm like, what the hell is this? This is outstanding. And I want to show Jamowitz and play it for him. And it was, they do things differently over there in the broadcast, and we need more UK
was so-
broadcasters.
You know what? Give Mr. Nielsen some cred. His touchdown calls in CFL are awesome.
Oh,
He
like-
should be doing the main TSN.
10 out of 10.
Grey Cup.
I was in Winnipeg in June watching the Elks as we were prepping for Grey Cup, and I had the Grey Cup with me, and I'm wheeling,
course he does.
I'm
Yeah.
wheeling the case
Well, I got
around.
the picture of it.
Yeah. And
what?
I walk into the broadcast booth because I can, which was so cool. And I'm standing there listening to Dustin and Glenn Suter do the call, and I'm just amazed at how good he is watching this live action.
Oh, yeah,
you know, it was it was funny in Winnipeg. I got this accreditation for the whole stadium, and I go walking around, and I find myself in the Blue Bomber dressing room and get nothing. Everybody say, "Hey, how are you? How are you?" I'm good. And I turn around and I go, how do I get out of here? Like, I'm walking around like I'm Joe King here, you know, and I own this stadium. And I turn around, I'm so lost. I had to find an usher to say, how do I get back up to the concourse
you
level?
had the Grey Cup with
I had
you?
no clue. No, not at that time.
Oh, not that time. Okay.
No, I
That was
left it
this time.
upstairs. Yeah, there it is. There, yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I think I have. Do I have? Yeah, you just he has the back of
Yeah, that's it.
Suits
That's
and,
yeah.
Dusty.
Nice.
And you know what's funny is, like, I've never met Glenn Suter, and I wanted to call him Suits so bad,
Right.
but I thought, first of all, you need permission, I think, to call somebody by their nickname,
Right.
you know? So you should, like, even when I met Hustler, and I called him Huss, and I go, oh, I'm sorry, Andrew, I should have asked permission because I just called you by your nickname's nickname. You know, and so it was funny. But anyway, Dusty does a great
I love when he gets fired
touchdown
up.
call.
When he gets
Yeah.
fired up, it's the best.
Yeah.
I don't want to sound biased on this one, but it was when I was ranting against the rule changes that are coming. I said, well, one of the things that the CFL needs to do to get better is you need to put your best foot forward as a broadcast.
Absolutely.
And Dusty should be doing Grey Cup. With all due respect to
100%
Rod
he should
Smith,
be.
Dusty's the best play-by-play
Yeah.
guy in the country for football. He's right up there in hockey too, but
Yeah.
he should then be calling the main game so that when there are clips used moving forward, it's his brilliant call that is being used,
Yeah.
that is being pumping it out. And
Yeah.
fingers crossed for next year.
I hope so. He deserves it.
He does.
You know?
Is he doing the radio call?
I don't know.
Okay. Because sometimes he does the radio call.
He's done it the last few years. He
Yeah.
didn't do
Yeah.
it in Regina a few years ago.
Okay.
This is one of my pet peeves of our old building. So where was the Grey Cup before Regina was in Hamilton?
Hamilton,
yes.
So Dusty called it because they flew or drove people from TSN in Toronto down or up. I don't know. Is it down or up?
Across.
Cross? Okay.
I don't know.
To Hamilton, so they didn't have to, like, the cost wasn't
down,
there.
yeah.
They don't have, Bell doesn't have a sports station in Regina.
Right.
So they weren't going to call a game. They were just going to take the TV feed. So Dusty and he was already going with TV. Like, he had a hotel room and all that. We went to one of our bosses and said, like, I'll go too. We'll drive. I'll just stay in Dusty's room, so there's no hotel cost. I'll do it for free. Dusty will do it for free. We'll just call a radio game. You can give it to the TSN station in the country. And our boss shot it down. We're like, we're giving you a free radio broadcast. Like, we are giving this to you. And our boss went to a different boss and they shut it down. And we should have went to a different boss because, like, TSN radio was done in a different way where he had regular bosses, but then we
Yeah.
also, there's the TSN
yeah,
side.
yeah.
We didn't go to the TSN side as much. We went to the local boss and he, like, He's like, no. And we're like, we're giving you a free radio broadcast. Like, for me,
Yeah,
it was
crazy.
a chance to do my first ever national broadcast.
Yeah.
Dusty would call it. We'd find, like, it wouldn't be hard to find an analyst to jump on in Regina, like, of all places.
Tommy would come.
We could have got whatever. And it was like, it was shut down. So then he didn't do it that year. They ran the TV.
Okay.
But then I think they've done it since. Because then they went back to Hamilton. And then it went to Vancouver. That's it.
Yeah.
So-
Went Hamilton, Regina, Hamilton.
So he did it last year with Mike Benavides. He did it the year before because it was back in Hamilton. So I'm just under the assumption they will,
Right.
but there's also a chance that they might not.
Yeah.
I don't know. They should. Like, it's not hard. You got Dusty. Dusty's there, and it's not hard to
I'm
find
sorry,
somebody.
aren't these sports stations just dying for some content, especially on Grey Cup
Well,
Sunday?
they're going to just simulcast the TV.
Oh,
That's
okay.
the thing.
Oh,
They just take the TV, and that's what they did in that
Right.
Regina one, and they just
Oh,
simulcast
okay.
the TV one,
Right.
which isn't the same. And you,
No.
right? Like, so I haven't talked to him. I haven't asked if he's got the radio. I'm assuming they've learned. They're
you
just
hope.
going to let him do the radio.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
We got to get him to a breakfast out of all the Grey Cups. He's never been to a breakfast.
He hasn't been to a breakfast either.
No.
Well, last year he was very ill. Very ill. He wasn't on our radio for a month.
Oh, yeah, right.
Right.
Yeah.
He went to Grey Cup. I think he had like 3 meetings with people, and that was it.
Yeah.
Like, he just hung out in his room and
Yeah.
didn't do anything.
Yeah.
That's a Grey Cup to experience.
In Vancouver, especially. Like, we don't get to Vancouver very often. And yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway,
fun. That was good.
Vancouver was a good one. Yeah.
I heard good things about Vancouver.
Vancouver was really.
I heard a lot of
And I'm
really
not
good things
surprised.
about Hamilton.
They do everything right in Vancouver. Vino and the owners there, they just do, well, not Dwayne's an owner, but they just do a great.
Vino learned from the right place.
He did, yeah. Dwayne's a great guy, though.
Yeah. He learned from Edmonton.
Yeah.
This is
Well,
where he
sure,
comes
was-
from.
yeah.
It makes sense that he
Yeah.
know what he's doing.
Yeah. So
Because then at one point he like took over Grey Cups for the CFL
Yeah.
before he went back.
He was doing,
After
he was doing the
the,
whole committee. Yeah.
Yeah.
after the Edmonton Grey Cup in 2018, he ran the Grey Cups for the CFL, and he really created the festival in him and his crew in 2010. I don't know if Dwayne was the director. No, I don't think he was. Anyway, it doesn't matter. That committee started the festival idea in 2010 when they had Churchill Square all blocked off and they had bands playing, and it was all outside. It was perfect. They had bars. Boston Pizza was a huge sponsor at the time, and I remember thinking, man, they've done it right here. And that was I just started volunteering with the Spirit that time in 2010, and I thought, man, if this is what this is all about, they're onto something here. Mm-hmm. And then the next year, it was 2013 in Regina that was kind of a miss, and then 2014 was BC, and it was just Spirit of Edmonton. Like we were, and I'll never forget because that was the first year where I was really involved in the committee, and thinking on the Thursday night at 1:00 in the morning when you get these drunks coming up, spitting in your face, asking for a beer, and you hand them a Canadian and he wanted a pill. And you're thinking, I'm done. I'm never doing this again, ever. And then here I am 15 years later.
Everybody on the Spirit gets to that point. I'm never doing this again. I'm not coming back next year, and we're all back.
Yeah.
Oh, every year it happens?
Yes.
Every year.
Sometime during the weekend, we'll be like, well, nope, I'm done.
I will not be in Calgary next
I
year.
remember coming home from I don't know if it was that Grey Cup or before that, and apologizing to my wife, going, man, if I'm that much of a prick when I'm drunk, I'm so sorry, buddy. So now she just brings a mirror out when I start drinking beer. And
There you go.
By the way, CFL team award or nominees, most outstanding player, the George Reed most outstanding player. It's going to be Nathan Rourke versus Bo Levi Mitchell. Defensive player, Betts versus Hausar. Canadian is Rourke versus Adeyemi Berglund for Montreal. Hardrick, Revenberg, the offensive lineman, Saskatchewan Hamilton. Vival and Hajralahu, special teams player. Vival and Verisuk are rookies, and Mace and Moss are the coaches of the year.
well,
So,
well, good for Jason. That'd be nice if he won. And you know what, MOP, if it's Bo Levi, I don't have a problem with that. Old man strength and
yeah, I'm just intrigued if they'll give Bo the outstanding and then take Rourke and give him the Canadian
Right.
so that they
Yeah.
both could win
Split it up a
something. I don't
little
know.
Well,
Rourke,
that's a Canadian thing to do.
yeah, isn't it? Rourke
Sorry,
The
Nathan.
most Canadian awards of all time.
Rourke had though just such I feel like a very quiet, amazing season.
Until he wasn't quiet.
Yeah.
Then he kind of screwed things up. When he started shooting his mouth after probably not hearing the whole rule change thing.
Well, where do you guys stand on those rule changes?
I'm a big fan. I like change. I like moving. I like progression. I like things moving forward. I like getting new people to watch. We need more people. I'm okay. I'm okay with everything.
The only thing is the missed field goal return is one of the most exciting plays. And then the 35-second clock, I like it until the last 3 minutes.
But we haven't heard how that's going to be played out. So that
yeah.
one, you can't touch the final three.
No,
you just can't.
Not in Canadian football. It's way too exciting. You can be down 21 and win it easy, with 3 minutes to go.
I do agree. And the missed field goal one, like I know there's been a couple people online, but well, there are only so many missed returns have ever been returned for a touchdown. And I think it averages actually out to be like 2 a year or something,
Yeah,
which
but
is
it's
actually quite a
exciting.
bit.
Yeah.
But it's the fact that they don't all have to. Sometimes it's just the flipping of the field position that's a big deal.
Right.
But it's the anticipation. It could go back again. 2 a year is actually quite a bit.
Yeah.
So when are those two going to happen? I'm going to be very sad by it.
Yeah.
I'm just skeptical of coaches, and I think we're going to see more punting in the game as opposed to going for it, and that scares me.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, we when it first came out from the 35-yard line was the number, right? Because now you're kicking a 57-yard field goal from the 35-yard line. And if you miss it, it comes back out to the 40. So
We don't. Is that? I
don't know either. If it was
that's
today-
the other thing.
if
We
it was
don't
today,
know.
that's the way it would be.
Yeah, we don't know where the ball is going to be placed.
Yeah.
NFL rules are spot of the kick, so that's where we go
Yeah.
to. I don't know if they'll be to try to increase the kicking opportunities. Maybe go if it doesn't get through, it'll be at the 20, so that
Right.
It's one of those, okay,
are we gonna
instead
have
of punting, try for that field goal, and we're not going to penalize you too much by putting the ball in this spot, or at the 35 or something like that. So I don't.
Okay. So ball short on the field goal. They don't make it the 57 yards. They make it. We catch that ball. We can still run that out now.
You could, but you're 15 yards deep. You're 15 yards into the end zone. Are you going to?
Right.
I don't know how the rouge works in that situation.
Take a knee. What happens?
Well,
I
don't
think
know if
it's a rouge.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know. So
I think the rouge was if it goes through the end zone is when it's not happening. But if you
Ball's in play.
I think then it's
Kicker's
it's a
10 yards
rouge.
short, catches the ball.
But also sometimes we do see misses where it's with those ones. They're just wide too,
Right.
Because these kickers are just trying to boom it,
Right.
that they don't have the accuracy on it, so it might still go through the end zone. I
don't know.
it's those things that we
Couple
have to
years
see
away.
them play
We want
out.
more scoring in everything. We want more scoring in hockey. We want more
But the
scoring
NFL,
here.
the CFL is more scoring than the NFL right now. It is a higher scoring.
Actually,
league.
I haven't. There wasn't one bad CFL game this year except when BC came to Edmonton and kicked our asses. But there was every game. Every game was right down to the last 3 minutes. So be interesting.
I'm on the flip side. I'm not happy with these. I think there's other things to do to grow this game first before we look at those rules.
Well, I've said this again a lot of times. They've missed your generation, and now they're missing the next generation
Yeah.
of
time.
thinking that they are it.
Yeah.
When they weren't.
And the things for why one of the reasons I'm a fan is my dad took me a lot.
And that's why Tim
And that's
Curtis
the
and
thing.
Ariana, my daughter, are fans because they come in and
More sluice?
Oh, sluice it up.
You guys.
I'm still good. You could grab
Yeah.
Eric being
thank you,
just
thank
such
you.
a kind
Thank you.
host.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
you know what, Eric? Get one for yourself too, my friend.
It's getting them to the stadium and enjoying themselves. I was trying to catch those footballs, and then
Yeah,
I fell in
right,
love.
right.
But I'm also I also am a big football fan. I was playing Madden,
Yeah.
and that made me fall in love with the NFL. But I love football in general.
Yeah.
I loved the NCAA. But yeah, it's those kids. You got to get them
Growing up
out.
in Saskatchewan, we had nothing else.
Yeah.
So you just everybody.
It's just a
It was
different culture.
like it was just
Yeah.
a thing to do, right? So we
Well, and even in
Thank you,
where are
buddy.
you from in Saskatchewan? You're
just outside of Saskatoon.
yeah. It's in there. It's you got Riders obviously, but the university huge.
Oh, yeah.
That's massive. And then there's the CJAFL team. Who's the
Hilltops.
They're the Hilltops. Yeah, That's a massive
They
thing.
ran championship after championship after championship.
And it's different levels in Saskatchewan where it goes top to bottom.
Yeah.
They're special. But yeah, but you're right, Gerry. It's the youth. And how do you get them? I don't think the rule changes get those kids.
Yeah, I don't. No, they won't. It won't because
I
they
don't
don't
know
know
how
the
you get
rules
the kids.
originally.
No.
That's true.
So, but you know,
Except I want to see that 6-year-old that's like, no, I am so happy that there's no more Rouges because this game stunk beforehand.
yeah, that'll be Marshall.
Is it focusing getting more people in the stadiums, or is it focusing getting more people to watch the game
Stadiums.
on on TV, on a stream? Where should the main focus be here?
It's a gate-driven league.
There we go.
So in the end,
So
it
get them in
still
the stadium.
ultimately comes
Sell the
down to
ticket.
you need to get that ticket sold so that
Yeah.
these teams can make more money.
Honestly, I've been to every game for how many years, and I can't tell you the score of probably 60% or 70% of those games because I'm usually entertaining or hosting or having fun somewhere. I can tell you the last 5 years they weren't wins, most of them in
Yeah.
Edmonton anyway, but that didn't matter, you know. But we even talked about the Riverhawks, how much fun going to Riverhawks games are, and I was there 2 years ago with my nephews, and they were all 7, 8, 9, 10, and we were having hot dogs and they're having their pops and we're drinking, and he goes, Uncle Gerry, what's the score? We win. I go, yeah, we're winning. It's so much fun, and we're losing 9-2. But they didn't care, They were just having so much fun, and they want to go back, and so. But on another, I've my other nephews are now 18, 19, 20 years old, and he wanted to go to the football game 2 weeks ago, Friday night game, and I said, yeah, sure, I got extra tickets for you. So him and his buddies come. I said, make sure you come to tailgate, so. You get them all their beers and their hot dogs, and I think we were doing chili or something that night. And he came over after the game, and it was Thanksgiving, actually, that game on Thanksgiving weekend. He came over afterwards, and he said, Uncle Gerry, man, I never knew how much fun those games were.
Yeah.
And he goes, we sat in the seats. It was freezing cold that day. And he goes, but we had so much fun. I go, you can get a cheap season tickets, each one of you, for next year. They'll come back and do it. So all we got to do is get them out there and show them. First of all, get them to tailgate, show them what it's like, and then the atmosphere in the game is pretty good, especially down at that north end zone or the north end zone end of the clock.
Oh, it's always a great spot.
Yeah,
that's where it's like getting people to the game. But where it hurt this franchise, and I don't think we look at it enough, is when you look at the Double E, since that second last Grey Cup in 2005, they've had 3 home playoff dates.
Right.
yeah.
In 20 years, basically, they've hosted 3 playoff games. They had 2 good years, really, though, in 14 and 15. And that's it.
Yeah.
They have either missed the playoffs or have been a bottom team in the West, going crossover, maybe.
Going crossover, yeah.
And that's so why, like, there's a level of, well, I'm not going to support this team that's losing type of thing. Like, get back to winning. I'll come.
Yeah.
Like, when I was growing up, it was late 90s, but early 2000 years, which was Ricky Ray, Jason Moss, that those teams, they won 2 Grey Cups, went to 3 Grey Cups in 4 years. That was a top team.
Right.
It's easy to come out and support that team. And that's where to me, it's this team, once they get back winning, they could stay good for like a 3-4 year window. That might be enough to get people to experience tailgate for the first time. Be like, well, yeah, I'm going to go and enjoy tailgate for a couple of hours, then go watch this football game for a bunch of hours and have a fun time and cheer on this team to a victory.
Yeah.
And they just haven't been good enough.
Right.
They've been a losing franchise for almost 20 years.
But then that goes to create the atmosphere in the stadium where you don't have to sit in your seat to watch that.
Yeah.
Go have fun somewhere else.
And the other part to that is at one point then, in the mid-10s, the ticket pricing for the Elks, the Eskimos at the time, became premium ticket pricing. They prices went up way too high. I remember JMO and I doing a show one day, and as media guys, we're not buying tickets, so it's not as used. And we just said, like, what is walk-up? I want to walk up. Edmonton's been great. I always knew with this team, it's always great weather for walk up and stuff because the stadium's so big, people buy games. So it's like, okay, if you're thinking that day, I'm going to go walk up, you're not looking for the deal necessarily. Just go on Ticketmaster. You want to find, and I found the cheapest ticket was like $55 or something.
Up in row 89 in the corner.
Yes.
Yeah.
At the time in the mid 10s, it was like $55 was the cheapest ticket on Ticketmaster to get in for the upcoming game that we looked at. We're like,
And they never, ever reevaluated any of that. But we could still get season seats for $109 or whatever they were for where we were sitting, but one ticket, the cheapest seat was in the $50 range. And
you're like, well, no one's somebody's going to look and be like, yeah, I'm good. Or if at the time when you actually might go up to the box office, it's just all on your phone, you maybe buy that ticket because you're there, but you're like, I'm not coming back.
Yeah.
This was $55, seriously?
Yeah.
Now tickets are cheaper.
Yeah.
But I think that taste is still in a lot of people's mind that ticketing is just way too expensive for this thing.
Okay, speaking of ticket walk-ups, quickly, going to change gears to baseball.
Go for it.
2012, walked up to Rogers Centre in Toronto, walked up to the ticket office. I was like, can I get a ticket to tonight's game? She's like, yeah, we got lots. I was like, okay. She goes, what do you want to spend? I was like, I don't know. What can I get for $50? And she's like, you're not going to spend that much money. I was like, oh, okay. She goes, here's your $24 ticket. This whole section over here is open. Go down.
Oh,
That's what the ticket lady said to me to watch the Jays. So we bought the $24 ticket and we walked down, and it was the best experience of all time. My first Jays game ever.
You know, it wasn't
great beauty of baseball.
back coming out of COVID too. It wasn't just the price of the ticket; it was just getting into the stadium was hard. They introduced that clear bag policy, but they didn't tell anybody. Your wife couldn't bring her purse in,
And that's city.
and that's City.
City.
The Elks had nothing to
Yeah.
do with that, but they took the brunt of it.
Because it's, well, you're running this facility. This is on you. And it's like, well, we didn't make this decision. And that the bitter taste doesn't go towards the city. A bitter taste goes towards the franchise.
It was the Elks that put the security tent out with security guards and said, okay, ladies, you can leave your bags here. Guys, whatever you're carrying, you can't bring it in, but you can leave it here. It's secure until the end of the game. And the Elks made them take it down. The city made them take it down the next game.
Come on now.
Yeah. So, I mean, I felt sorry for the group at the time. I think Victor was running the crew. And they were trying their best to make it easy. But when you have a bunch of new fans coming in and they can't even get into the stadium, they're never coming back.
Yeah.
You know?
We had a massive duffel bag that we would take to games, loaded with everything you need, depending on what the weather would be. Like if it's going to rain, we've got the ponchos, we've got the blankets in there if it's cold. I don't care if it's 20 degrees. We're bringing this bag because you never know. And you bring that in, the security guard just kind of like put his arms around quickly. Yeah, you're good. Walk in with it.
We would, the same son, Tim, that I changed his diaper missing the home run, we would carry his diaper bag in with 24 beer in the diaper bag, and his diapers were in the knapsack that they checked. So, you know, he'd bring it in all the time.
Can you still bring in like seeds and nuts and stuff?
No,
Is that
nothing.
a thing?
Can't bring
Oh, the
anything in.
peanuts peanuts went away
A long time
late
ago.
2000s.
Oh, really?
Early
Yeah.
2010s.
Yeah, a long time ago. You can't bring anything in. Well, you can probably bring licorice and that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Non-open.
Yeah,
It's
you
gotta
could bring
be-
maybe candies, especially if you're having kids or something.
Right.
But no alcohol and
Alcohol,
stuff, and like the
bottled
seeds and stuff.
water, I
No,
don't think you can.
Because I remember doing that at the old
you just
Mosaic
piled it in,
all the
you
time,
know?
and we just bring chips and peanuts and snacks and
James told stories of he'd look up back in the day and he'd see somebody like they brought a hibachi and they were grilling up in the upper deck.
what?
They'd just bring
That is
hibachi.
awesome.
Yeah. And then the guy like messaged like, yeah, that was our section. We used to just bring this hibachi and we'd bring food and we'd bring a cooler and we'd grill right up there. You're like, what are you talking about?
The only thing, for some reason, they would always make the announcement, no, like the ball retriever poles, no extension poles with flags on it. You couldn't bring those into the stadium, but everything else, it was you're just no holds barred, man. Bring it in.
Love it.
Yeah, get back to some more of those things sometimes if you can.
Yeah.
Supersized Indiana Jones went to more games this year than ever. They were all so much fun. Plan to get season tickets next year.
Nice.
Duck Dad, I'm in the same boat. Really would like to get season seats, if not split with someone. Also looking at Stingers season tickets. Yeah, it's the Elks are. I miss not going to those, but it's a fun time.
Did having the upper deck close this year change anything?
It's year 2 of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're two.
So we're
And
like,
why?
because you were always a season ticket holder upper deck.
I've had season seats since 1980, and for the last 5 years, I don't even know where my seats are because they got moved, and I don't sit in them because I'm either hosting or being hosted by somebody. But my daughter has sat in them. She goes, "Oh, they're really good seats, Dad."
Oh, okay, cool. Can you take a picture next time and show me the view?
But I have 10 seats.
Right.
Oh yeah.
You know, and I started with 2, and then the family grew, and then the boyfriends got girlfriends, and now they're wives, and now they've got kids, and so I just would continue to buy the seat next to me, and so since 1980 I've been a season
that's
seat
nice.
holder.
Wow.
And right now I couldn't tell you. I know it's in lower section X, but it's one of those thousands of seats down there. So, but we're still we started out with I think there was 29 of us. And back when they started losing fans, we were able to buy every second seat. So we would go buy a cheap $10 seat or whatever it was at Safeway. And that's when you would always get the other person in. And then as started to get busy again, we just buy up those season seats. So when they closed the upper deck, it was hard for all of us to try and get our seats back together.
Right.
But a few of the guys did some diligent work and made sure that wherever we sit, there's still 12 of us that are sitting down there.
Nice.
So
They did open it up once this
they?
year, but it was like no one knew. They gave it to minor football.
Oh,
They
okay.
gave it up, which was, I was
it
like,
was
oh,
only
that's
the
brilliant.
east side
Yeah.
that they opened, and it was the rematch game, the Calgary game. I think
Was it that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember Jay and I are like watching the TSM program. We're like, is there people in the upper bowl? And then they showed. Then there was minor football, and it was like, okay, that's pretty. That's a good way of using it.
Yeah.
I'm one of those firm believers that you need to get to a few weeks where you sell out the lower bowl before you open up the upper bowl.
Which they did
Build
this year
that-
too, which was nice.
Yeah.
They did have a couple of capacity
Yeah.
games, which
Nice.
was nice. And
Build that exclusivity if you can,
Yeah.
like because that's the thing. Growing up, you could always get a ticket. Didn't matter if it's a 40,000, if it's 45,000. That's a huge stadium. That's a lot of people there, but you could still get a ticket.
Yes.
because it's just that big of a stadium. You need to
Because
build.
we're close to 50 probably, right?
56 is
yeah,
capacity.
56.
55, I think, for football.
Wow, that's
somewhere around there.
huge.
54 to 56 is now capacity because they removed seats. Because it used to be 62,
yeah.
Wow.
but they changed the seats.
Right.
Yeah, and the infrastructure of the stadium can't handle sellouts. We've experienced that now at any concert you go to or any like the last Heritage Classic. It's crazy.
Yeah.
You know, the concourses aren't big enough. The bathrooms aren't
No.
big enough.
Can't get food, can't get beer.
Yeah, yeah.
That's where I'm just fascinated about where are we going with this. Because at some point, there's got to be something coming. Are we doing, like Foo Fighters are coming. I'm assuming Commonwealth's going to be pretty sold out.
I got my
Yeah.
tickets yesterday and it was tough to get them.
Were they?
Yeah.
I didn't have get in on the pre-sale. I'll get in tomorrow. But it's one of those. It's gonna be sold out. But what's gonna happen on the day after? We're gonna hear about how bad the concourse is. We're gonna hear
Somebody's
about
going to take that picture, post it, and it's going to be like,
concourse is completely packed. How is this successful? We had it this year. Like it's gonna continually keep happening. And at some point, Grey Cup too. It's gonna come. But how are we gonna fix this?
Yeah.
And that's the shame of us actually not being part of the World Cup. As much as you don't want to be in bed with FIFA, we would have had
Most of that would have
upgrades
been
to
taken
come.
care of,
We
yeah.
would have been dealing with Commonwealth
Right,
Stadium,
right,
and now it's kind of just in this limbo of, okay, are we sticking out with this? Are we going to do something else with it? How much were food tickets? About?
you don't want to know what I paid.
Did you see the range though?
Yeah.
Is it like a standard concert now
You're-
outdoors
you're-
at Commonwealth?
Yeah, you're probably, cheapest I saw was like 130.
Okay.
Most expensive I saw was $4.99.
Oh, I
did-
paid
oh,
I paid
$4.99?
$600 each to watch Springsteen last year.
I didn't pay $4.99.
Didn't regret it.
Was there premium?
Yeah. Oh yeah. You got.
There was those
VIP ones
yeah.
as well. There was they had
They had all those.
everyone. Yeah. No floor was open though yesterday on the pre-sale.
I've never been on the floor for a concert at Commonwealth. I should change that one of these years.
Yeah, I was there for Garth on the floor. Pretty cool. Yeah, it was.
I know this guy that knows Garth.
I
could
got a
text
buddy
Garth.
that knows Garth.
Do
Yeah.
you?
Yeah, I had to pay for my tickets to see Garth.
I didn't know Garth then.
Oh,
That's the ironic thing.
oh. This is a
I sat-
great story that
I sat in the nosebleeds for Garth.
Johnny and I are camping a couple of years ago, and he gets a phone call, and he shows me the phone, and it's Garth, and he needs some
That
voiceover.
legitimately, Johnny, for those that don't remember when he was on last night, nope, it works for Garth Brooks.
So he gets his phone call, and he goes, "I got to get this. It's Garth," and we're drinking beers on a Saturday morning.
Exactly.
So he goes, and all I can hear is Johnny going, "Garth, I don't care what you're doing. I need the voiceovers today." And I'm thinking, "You're talking to Garth Brooks like that? What?" And he comes back shaking his head. I go, "You talk to him like you talk to your wife, man. Like I'm trying
the
not
work
to fanboy from 100 feet away."
Could you get him to say hi to me?
Yeah. Tell him Big G says hi, Little G.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That was a good one. That was fun.
yeah. So
But yeah, I was in the nosebleeds at Garth, and then I met him after that, like 6 months after.
And for those of you that don't know, tune in radio, tune to Tailgate Radio.
Yes.
That's Johnny's station. You'll hear Johnny and his wife Carly doing all the stuff, playing absolutely the best any genre of music. When you're not listening to EST,
Yes.
go to Tune In Radio and
They,
plug in
they complement each other.
Tailgate Radio. They do.
Go
They
back
do.
and forth between them.
Yeah.
Right on Tune and app.
Yeah. So anyway, there's
Your
the-
wife does stuff with them?
Yeah, she does tons of voice work
Okay.
for all three of our channels. Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
She's
Well,
also
that's
the
easy to
voice
get
of
some
the,
voicing done.
Yeah.
the Spirit
needs
of
something
Edmonton.
done.
Absolutely. We do full production. We started doing across Canada now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we voice tons. Yeah.
Voicing's a big game.
Carly, my wife, just got K-Rock Los Angeles too. Does a bunch of stuff for them.
That's a huge station down
yeah.
there.
So,
But her claim to fame is the voiceover for the Spirit of Edmonton beer in the face videos. That's Carly as well.
That's number one on the
That's
demo
how she
reel.
got the LA one. Yes.
Yeah.
Who is that voice? Who's that girl?
We sent that to LA and she got it.
That was it. You don't need anything else.
Yeah.
Just listen to this.
Yeah.
Okay. Who do you guys think is going to be representing the Grey Cup?
I would love BC Winnipeg with BC. No, I'd love BC Winnipeg with Winnipeg losing.
I want to say it's going to be tough to beat Saskatchewan, but they've been off now for
And BC's rolling.
exactly. So,
But can BC win outdoors?
I think so. But if Saskatchewan is doesn't come out hot in the final, then yeah, I think it could be BC.
Yeah. They're just rolling right now. Calgary's strong too. You don't know. But
3 minutes.
is that the first game or the second game on Saturday? BC Calgary?
Usually West is second. So Winnipeg, Montreal, then BC, Calgary.
Right. Yeah.
I think winner of Winnipeg, Montreal represents Grey
I just
Cup.
don't know
Yeah,
as a Saskatchewan
yeah.
fan my whole life if I can have Winnipeg in the Grey Cup and I'm doing a Spirit of Edmonton in Winnipeg. I just don't know if that can. My brain can't handle all that.
The only way it would be satisfying
Wearing green and gold.
if they lost.
the Bombers are in it. And but what if the Riders are in it
Then-
with that?
I'm bringing the Rider jersey as well, just for the Sunday.
You're gonna be busy. You're gonna have to put some black and
I know.
orange for BC
I
to
gotta
represent
cheer.
a little bit.
I got to represent lots of West.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know. I
Montreal
like
is just way too strong with
Yeah.
Davis Alexander to me. But a number of years ago, I thought, when the Toronto had that great season, and who's going to stop Toronto? And they got stopped by Montreal in that one, and there just always seems to be. Last year, I thought Montreal was too good, and then they get stopped, and I don't know. There's always that surprise in a Grey Cup playoffs, and I don't know who that surprise is going to be going to this year's
Right.
Grey Cup.
Well, nobody ever picks the East to win. And when was the last time a West won the Grey Cup?
Winnipeg in Hamilton
Yeah.
a number of years ago.
Yeah.
Because they went back to back.
Right, they did go
Yeah.
back.
And then
They won
lost the last
Calgary.
three.
They
Yeah.
won.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Because the West won 3 in a row at the very least. Because Calgary won, then Winnipeg, then COVID, and then Winnipeg again. But then it's been Toronto, Montreal, Toronto.
Yeah. All over Winnipeg.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which would I don't know how. I don't know how Winnipeg would handle that. You get
know how I
back
would.
to another Grey Cup. You get to 6 straight Grey Cups.
And
lose 4
and then
straight.
it's the home one.
Yeah. That's
To
what makes it
salvage
so
this
good.
all, to salvage this all, you win 3 and 6. You end it with the one in Winnipeg. A couple of guys can maybe start retiring or go off, but you lose again.
Yeah.
That hurt.
Oh, would it?
I want to see it. And imagine, and I'm going to take BC out of this. Imagine if it's Saskatchewan that beats you.
That would be something.
That would be fun too.
Saskatchewan comes into Winnipeg,
Well,
takes on the Bombers,
anybody.
and beats the Bombers.
Calgary. Who cares?
Calgary would be
who
a tough
cares?
one too, but you like that middle scenario. You like the
Yeah.
Riders over the Bombers.
It'd be like the ultimate Labor Day classic.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be. I don't know. I mean, it's that's the beauty of the CFL. It's so hard to predict what's going to happen. Like right now, Montreal, BC would be my 2 teams.
And I saw the game 90% sold. So
In BC?
no, for Winnipeg for Grey Cup.
Oh.
Yeah, so they're gonna have a good crowd.
Yeah, it's a great stadium.
Yeah, I'm
They
excited to
always
look
say
at the
CFL
stadium.
stadium. It's a great, Mosaic is great.
Mosaic's
Winnipeg.
awesome.
Yeah,
I got there this year for the first time. It's a nice
it's
stadium.
a good stadium. Yeah, yeah.
Great seating.
Even,
seating.
like-
I was in the Pill Country zone. It was,
nice.
It was really neat there.
Yeah.
With Tim Hortons in Hamilton is the kind of the OG of the rebuilds, right? And it's still a great CFL stadium.
Is it?
Yeah. It's easily accessible and lots of space. It's a good stadium.
I'm
But
fascinated
Winnipeg
to see.
is beautiful. Winnipeg is.
They're trying to sell at BC for this weekend, though. I was supposed to have a meeting this week with the crew about our room, and he goes, "Can you call me?" I was like, "Oh yeah." We're supposed to have a Zoom, so I called him, and I can hear him. I said, "What are you doing?" He's like, "We're trying to sell the stadium. We're doing everything. They got the whole team, all the cheer team. Everybody was out, just marketing the team crazy. They want to sell it out this weekend, so that could be.
I hope they do.
That could
They're
be
having a good time out in Vancouver because their Whitecaps are the top team actually in MLS, and they're in the playoffs too. So they've got a couple teams that are.
They outdraw the Lions. The Whitecaps. They were a couple years
They
ago.
were
anyway.
a number of years ago.
really?
Yeah, it might be equal now.
There, but they dropped down.
Oh, did they? Yeah.
But they, for the playoff game, what did they get for this last playoff game? I think they got a little over 30,000 for the playoff game in BC. Do I have it here?
Was BC placehold? They have to be up there.
Yeah, they would always close their top deck though.
Oh, do they?
Like, yeah.
50 some, I think is what they get.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, here it is. There's a new playoff attendance record. Are you going to tell me what it was? They had 32,000
Yeah, that's good.
for the playoff game. They'll get more for
Who's
for
that
the
against?
Lions. Dallas.
Nice.
Dallas. Yeah. And then I think they're moving on
Yeah, that's
because
a good
Dallas
stadium.
won 2-1, but Vancouver won the first one 3-0. So Vancouver, I think, is moving on. What? They're playing again 2 more times. The hell is this? I don't understand the MLS. I'm a soccer guy, but I have no clue what's going on with this. Okay, whatever.
Do they do an aggregate or do they best of 5?
Well, usually
What do
aggregate's
they
just
do?
2.
Yeah.
So I have no clue. But Vancouver's got a little bit going with it when it comes to them. This is the EST Hangout portions of this hour brought to you by the High Product Marketing, official merch partner of Edmonton Sports Talk. Promotional products that bring the buzz. Check them out, highproductmarketing.com. They're our merch partner for when it comes to the Nasty Club, which is open if you aren't a member and wish to be an annual member. EdmontonSportsTalk.com. Click on Nasty Club when you sign up. Click on EST Songs, and that'll take you to the page to sign up for the actual annual memberships, but all the merch coming from the Hive for that one. We've got Gerry Haracsi, Jonny Jazzno from the Spirit of Edmonton, Matt Iwanyk with the year coming up at 11. We got Lock Shop, myself and Haas. We got Thursday Night Football. We'll talk some CFL. We'll talk some World Series as the Jays are 1 win away from winning the World Series. We've got 2 guys and a goalie today. EST Afternoons, Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne. 6 o'clock GCLD's Ulster pregame show. Tommy will get you set for Oilers and Rangers. Also Turf District on our audio streams tonight. We're bumping that to after the GCL Diesel Ulster pregame show as well. We got the post-game show for you tonight as well. Oilers, Rangers. How you guys feeling about the Oilers so far this season?
Well, when I was here like 2 or 3 years ago and we were talking, I said that team should never be a 500 team. They should always be above. And every year they cost me money, they piss me off, and they're 500. So I was at the game the other night, and I was sitting in the attack zone. And so every goal was scored in the other end. But I was watching the ball game on my phone from my seats. I missed every goal. There was 9 goals scored that game because we left with 3 minutes to go or something like that and missed McDavid's empty netter. So, we missed all 9 goals because I was watching baseball and wasn't really paying attention because when they went down 2-0, I thought, oh, here we go again.
The Oilers play on Saturday.
Yep.
Yeah, irrelevant. If
Well,
it goes
but
to
that's
game
if
seven.
there's a game
If it
7,
goes to
then
game
there will
7,
be people
yeah.
not. But you could go back to the Oiler game.
Yes.
The baseball game, unless we have another 18-inning game.
I'm just shaky about our goaltending. I just don't trust it ever. I just never.
I think you're like many people.
I said to the guy next to me at the hockey game, because we were both watching on our phones, and the Mammoth were going down to shoot on Skinner, and you could hear this in the crowd, and I said, it's like you're sitting watching Ohtani at the swinging the bat when they're shooting on Skinner. It's the exact same. Oh, what's he gonna do?
And I like them. I like both of them, but I just don't trust them. That's where I am.
There's reasons to not trust, I would
Yeah.
say. I think Pickard hasn't looked good enough this season.
No.
I would say, from what he has looked in the past, that there's not as much confidence in him right now.
Right.
Skinner's gotten the wins. I also just think it's just one of those. I don't think they could do anything on goaltending this year still, cap-wise.
No,
it just doesn't seem possible.
Skinner actually played well the other night.
Oh, and let's just see what he does in the playoffs. And I know there's some, you're going to waste another playoff year. And yeah, there's a chance that the Oilers might waste another playoff year with that. But unless you're shipping out another contract to make room
Right.
for a goalie to fit in the cap situation based on how much Pickard and Skinner make combined, it's not going to happen. And who's that player that you're going to ship out to open up the cap space?
Right.
Yeah.
That is reasonable.
Yeah.
Because it's easy to, Darnell Nurse. Well, that's not happening.
Yeah. Did you hear Lieutenant Eric yesterday talking about his top 10 Halloween costumes?
I missed it. I was getting this hangout set up and
I had
stuff.
to pull over. I was laughing so hard. He said, "Why don't you just?" One of them was put on a Oilers 25 uniform with money falling out of your pockets and crawl around like your Dardanellers on the ice. Oh man, that was classic.
Hyman's not traveling next week, but he's
He's not playing Saturday because the timeline that was initially started was beginning of November.
Okay.
At least another week.
Okay.
They're saying. So
Is he gonna
don't
get the
rush
guys
him.
fired up?
Yeah,
Though?
we don't need to rush.
That's
them in
the
there.
one. Like,
You know they're good enough. They're going to be in the playoffs.
if he's not ready for Saturday, I'd almost say, okay, 2 weeks, we're shutting him down.
Yeah.
Right.
Two more
yeah.
weeks. Let's wait
Right.
2 more weeks.
Right.
Why now take a timeline of like go game by game? Like, are you feeling it? Like, no, okay, he's not there.
Yeah.
Push it back 2 more weeks.
Yeah.
The others aren't winning the Stanley Cup in November.
No. And, Isaac hasn't played well or hasn't played that poorly. And Savoy's playing well. Savoy, he's playing well. So, and hey, they're 500.
They're always around 500 right now.
Actually,
around
this is the
500.
best start they've had in 3 years. We were in Vegas 2 years ago, and we had my buddy I was with, we had like an 8-game parlay going, and we were betting basketball. And we didn't even bet. We were 7 of 8, and the Oilers were in San Jose, and they lost to the Sharks that night to kill our
You
ticket.
missed your pal.
And it was a $20 ticket paying like $800, and the Oilers lost to San Jose. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, I'm not a fan of the Oilers at the beginning of the year.
Nor should many people be.
No.
That's what, like, just accept it and know that April's
Yeah.
coming.
Yeah.
And they'll be
yeah.
there. They'll be there in April.
Yeah.
They'll be there.
Yeah.
And then we can see what they're going to do.
But even the McDavid Draisaitl line this year hasn't done much for me.
Are we? And Carly, my wife, and I were talking about this. We're a little hockey exhausted.
Well, I think they are too.
Yeah.
Like, that's-
And so it's like, it's tough to get into it right now because we went 2 back-to-back Stanley Cup runs.
And
But then there's also the Jays going on for people that are Jays
Exactly.
fans, right?
So-
like it's like there was you were just at a game, but you're following a Jays game. I was at home flipping between them and doing some other things, and I think I know the moment the Jays won watching the Oilers game.
Yeah.
Because you could hear a little buzz in the crowd,
Yeah,
and you're
the
like,
score, yeah.
okay, no, nothing has happened.
They didn't even announce the score. Those were people watching on their phones.
And that's
Yeah.
and like so that's where I think for a lot of Oiler fans too is like, okay,
Right.
well, like it's actually perfect for the Oilers right now to kind of
Right.
have this, like, if they lose tonight or Saturday, I don't think the anger is going to be as high,
Right.
Because people are focused on the idea that the
Yeah.
Jays might win the World Series tomorrow
Yeah.
or Saturday.
Yeah.
In some people's minds, they're going to win the World Series. It's just a matter of which day. Is it going to be tomorrow
Yeah.
or Saturday
Yes.
type thing? So that's what the focus is, and then move on to the Oilers a little bit, later once
Yeah.
we get through that part.
But you're right about the exhausted and the hangover. Like even my wife, and she's not a huge sports fan, but she's loving baseball right now. And when the Oilers started, she goes, "They're already starting."
Yeah.
When first preseason game was happening, I was like, no,
Yeah.
Because we played into June twice.
Yeah.
yes,
And it's like,
late June,
Yeah.
twice.
We've the girls in the family, my daughter and my wife, are watching Dancing with the Stars, and there was a hockey game on, and so I sit down, and Ariana, my daughter, goes, "Oh, do we have to watch hockey?" I said, "Nope, we're going to watch Dancing with the Stars, but don't forget this night."
You remember this one? You
yeah.
put it in your phone.
Yeah.
Because in May,
So yeah.
Yeah, no, and
Yeah.
and the Oilers, this is the problem of being a good team, but it's also the benefit. Like, it doesn't matter till April.
yeah.
That's the part.
and that's
when
their
you
attitude, I
when the Oilers, when I was growing up, and they were those teams that were just getting in the playoffs at 8-7 seed, maybe just missing. Every point mattered. So the whole season matters because you drop 2 points here; those might be the 2 points that cost you the end of the season. Those are going to be the playoffs.
And as
this year.
Canadians, aren't we like a little more focused on the Olympics this year?
I'm fascinated by that. one.
When are the Olympics this year?
Feb.
Feb.
Do you have exact dates?
We actually, I think yesterday was dead on 100 days away.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
When is
you're going to the
when's the Mexico trip?
So funny enough, the people that are on the Mexico trip with the Morning Boys, you fly out on Gold Medal Day Sunday. I think you're in the air for the gold medal game.
Yeah, it's the 20th of February. I was thinking about that the other day. Yeah.
They fly out the day of the last day of the Olympics, which could be. I don't know when. I know there's a couple of in the nasty chat.
Yeah.
I don't know timing, but you might be flying out during the gold medal.
Yeah.
game.
Well, we're Air Canada, and they have Wi-Fi, free Wi-Fi. So
I'm excited for I am. I'm jacked about that.
yeah,
We got the Four Nations was fun.
Yes. We got a little taste, and now we want more.
Yes.
Cost, though. A huge cost. How many guys either couldn't finish the year or didn't finish the year healthy because of the Four Nations? Because it got way more intense than everybody thought it was going to get.
For sure.
You know.
And it's just it's nice to have won the Four Nations.
Yeah, and the way it ended.
Yeah.
You know, Crosby winning in Vancouver, McDavid scoring that goal. Like,
But now we want the gold. Though.
100%.
That's what matters. That's the thing. This is we want the gold. We want to go win that one. And at the very least, we can't allow the Americans to win that one.
no, it'd be nice to have McDavid getting a taste of winning a championship at that level, at this level, you know?
Well, and look, there's a major Canadian award that comes out in December for Athlete of the Year. It's now the Northern Star Award, I believe it's called. I don't know I have to remember who would be the contenders this year. SGA, I think, is going to go win it. I think that's an easy one.
Yeah.
He's going to, and MVP of the NBA Finals MVP, also won the MVP, the Finals championship. He's going to win it. But next year, usually Olympic years, you look at those things. At some point, Connor McDavid's going to have to go win that. You can't walk away and be like, Connor McDavid wasn't the best Canadian athlete in the world.
Right. Yeah.
Winning championships helps with that.
Yeah.
Winning a gold
Yeah.
at those Olympics will set him off in a nice spot to go win that award too.
Yeah. You think of other Canadian athletes who could win that. I mean, Brooke Henderson, she could win that again.
For this year?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, who else could? Who's there?
If Connor had won the gold or won the Stanley Cup, he would have been in the conversation. I don't know who else this year. Because it's a non-Olympic year, so it's usually quieter.
Yeah. Anybody?
Yeah,
I mean, there's.
I don't think there's anyone else that would be in contention, really. And then next year, it's the Olympics. So
When do they do nominate?
December. Well, it's a committee that comes together in December.
Oh, just comes.
And at some point, we'll just get the announcement. This is the person who's the winner this
How
year.
many Canadians do we have on the Jays?
Really none. It's Vladimir Guerrero
Right, I
Jr.,
was
which
gonna
I
say-
don't think he would qualify for this award.
Right.
So they don't have any.
Okay.
Yeah.
But they're Canada's team. Okay. And you're not going to be able to have a winner for the top Canadian of the year. I don't. Even if there was someone on the Jays, I don't think they to touch SGA.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I can't recall the last time somebody won the NBA Finals MVP along with the season MVP.
Yeah.
Like that in
That's big.
itself
That's big.
is rare. And he went and did that. But that's where for the Olympics next year, like Connor
that
might
makes
set
sense.
himself up in a very nice spot where he can go finally get it next year. I'm excited for the Olympic hockey.
Me too.
Yeah, it'll be fun. After, like you said,
Olympics.
after that taste of
I get
Four
into
Nations.
sports that I've never. You don't watch for 4 years.
Nope.
It's the best.
What are they doing?
Yeah.
I think you're an expert.
Oh, skeleton. Oh yeah. Well, this.
Yeah.
He's not gonna make it.
Form is a little off on that one.
Exactly.
That,
he jumped on too late.
The what's it called? The downhill ski racing. But it's not. It's like
Slalom?
cross.
Skiboard or snowboard cross?
Yeah, like that.
Love
is
it.
Absolutely
Wild.
crazy. But again, it's only every 4 years.
Yeah,
I'm watching it.
exactly.
They compete every year, but if it's not on, it'll never be on my TV. 'cause-
When I first saw that in Vancouver, because I think that was when it was introduced, I'm like, what the hell is this?
there's
I want to watch this
yeah.
every year. And then I only watch it every 4 years.
Exactly.
But it was fun.
Yeah. So I mean, looking forward to those X sports.
It's Italy, right?
Yep.
Italy and France, I think.
Yeah, what's the
right?
time
They're sharing it?
difference? They're way.
Nope.
Oh, it's just Italy.
It's strictly
I thought they were-
so Italy gets Milan Cortino area.
They're probably like 12 hours
And-
ahead.
No, Italy's like 8.
Yeah, it's 8.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
they're 8.
It's
So
not too bad.
No,
Yeah, it's not
they're
that
about
bad,
8. Then it goes to LA for the summer.
Yep.
In 28. 30 goes to the French Alps for the winter. 32 goes to Brisbane, I think, for the summer.
Okay.
34 is Salt Lake.
oh, really?
wow,
Going
back to the
Salt Lake?
States.
Wow.
Yeah. And then 36 is unknown at this
Wow.
moment for the summer. But that's kind of where the next few Olympics they're headed.
I know Calgary had looked at a bid too, but they
They had a
Decided not to,
referendum for, I think, this Olympics a number of
was
years
it
ago.
really?
I think it was going to be for this Olympics,
they
and
were
they
just-
shot it down.
yeah. It's
And
a
I've
lot of
just
money.
heard that there's a lot of the stuff from '88. They're not in good repair. Like a lot of things are shut down now.
bobsled track.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes sense. I
They
mean,
didn't-
That's a lifespan of any type of facility or stadium. that
But
you're
they didn't
almost
try to
reaching the
keep it
end.
up or anything like that, which is partly a shame. Whereas had they kept it up, it would keep your costs down if you ever wanted a future Olympics. Although Edmonton and Calgary are running for the World Cup of Hockey in 28. Would that be? Yeah, I think it
no.
is 28 because Calgary's going to have their new rink.
Yeah.
Edmonton's obviously got Rogers, and they're looking at the World Cup of Hockey to split the two.
Praise the Lord that they're taking Saddledome down. Like, holy cow. I'm sorry that I just can't handle that arena.
Even, like I say, I do a lot of business on the grounds at the Stampede, and even looking at the Saddledome now, it's worn, it's old. You know, it just, you can see where they're band-aiding pieces of it back up, and there's always a skyjack, you know, going up there doing something. But,
Well, how long ago was the flood?
Long time ago now.
Well, and that's like that took huge
15,
damage from the
16?
flood, and it's like at that point probably like okay,
We should have been thinking anyway.
Yeah.
it should have been done then almost like okay, this is move on. But it's because what was that 14?
Something like that, yeah. 13, 14. Yeah.
And they just no, we're gonna just try to keep going with this. But that would have taken a bunch of years off the life of the stadium.
Big time.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I don't want great things for Calgary, but I have heard it helps get concerts here in Edmonton. So
It will for sure.
They can do the tour now. Easy.
Yeah.
yeah,
Calgary's got a lot.
can they get a football
As
stadium?
an Albertan, you know, you got to kind of be proud of what Calgary's done in their city. They've got a lot of good stuff. Did you know that the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, the Canadian Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, is in Calgary?
I did not.
What?
Yeah.
We have a Canadian Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
The Bell Center in Calgary, downtown Calgary, the Canadian Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That's where it's located. I toured it. It was the most incredible thing.
I want to go see
Try
that.
to see it.
You
Guess
have
who?
to go see it. It's like, I don't know, 3 or 4 floors of.
How do we not have?
Yeah.
How's that? I honestly didn't know we had a Canadian Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
And then Smith built hats right downtown Calgary. I went and got a custom made
What?
Zach Brown hat.
Like
Yeah.
what kind of hats? Like cowboy hats?
Cowboy hat. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Zach
yeah,
Brown's
I'd
got with a 3-inch
expect.
brim and the round top and the
Why?
Smith built hats.
But
right
why?
downtown
Why
Calgary.
does he need a hat, or why do they have that?
Why are you getting that?
Because I was in Calgary. And I happened to have an extra $500 in my pocket. No, I didn't. And then we got white hatted in as honorary Calgarians. It was kind of cool. Yeah. It was kind of neat to be a part of that. And
You're there once a month, though, probably, right? At least
yeah.
twice a month.
Yeah, twice. Yeah. So, yeah, I'll never cheer for Calgary sports teams, but the city is a good city. It's a nice city.
I would like just the football stadium because McMahon is awful.
No,
And honestly, if you could find a way to just gut it, the outside, and keep the seats, I would love that. There's sight lines. The one thing about Grey Cup next year, if you get a seat, like getting in, dealing with the stadium is going to suck. But when you're sitting in your seat, you have a great spot.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
anyone that came on our Labor Day bus to Calgary, I hope they all sat there and went, like they put us at the exact corner. You could see that field well.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
if you're in a good spot,
Yeah.
you could watch that game very well. The seats are done in an excellent way, but they need a new stadium, which is
I
still
did a side-by-side of every stadium in Calgary and Edmonton a couple of years ago. And they had the Ball Diamond was there.
Yeah.
And then we have Trapper Stadium, the Remax Field. Then we had the new Rogers Place, and we had the Saddle Dome. And then we had Commonwealth Stadium and McMahon Stadium. And it was just like, who wins here?
Well, with based off renderings, I don't think you're going to say Calgary's better than Edmonton after still.
No.
Like, they'll be similar.
No. They, again,
Rogers is going to age very nicely.
They
Look-wise.
Oh yeah,
You know?
sure.
There was a Calgary Next project. I don't know if anyone remembers the Calgary Next project. It was the stadium or the rink, and they were
Yeah.
going to build a field house that like had this movable thing so that you could also put the stamps there, and there'd be a football stadium. It's a really weird project. It looked ugly too.
Yeah.
Like
Right,
the designs of it, I'm like, this is like 10 years from after you build this, you're going to be like, this is a hideous looking monstrosity. I will actually give credit to Toronto for this. I thought for the longest time the Sky Dome looked disgusting. Like it just even the outside. I'm
Yeah,
like, this
yeah, you're right.
this looks
Yeah.
dated. There was a shot with the lights on it and stuff that they added LEDs already. It actually looks
pretty good.
solid from the outside. It looks nice even. So at one point when that to me just looked a bit like an eyesore, they've made it better. But this Calgary project one, I was just like, this is gonna be ugly. So partly I'm glad they didn't do it because they're gonna regret it. But it's also I wish they did it because
yeah, because they need it.
they would have got a football
Yeah,
stadium out
football
of it.
stadium
but they threw that out. So
Yeah.
Remember 19 halftime in Calgary?
Yeah,
Keith
actually
Urban?
one of the best halftime shows I've ever seen.
That was a fun
Yeah.
show.
Yeah. But I'll give, was it the Rec Laws that did Hamilton?
no, Arkells.
Arkells. The production of that show was incredible.
Yeah.
But I was very impressed with that halftime show too.
We've had a nice run of halftime shows, let's say. Like what I could recall. Alessia Caro in Edmonton.
Yep.
Then it was Keith Urban. Then it was Arkells. I can't remember who did Regina.
Who did Regina?
Was Shania Twain?
Yeah, I was
wasn't
going
it?
to say, I think it was Shania, but that's how memorable.
Or was that a
Regina
different? No,
for
that
us.
was further. That was further back.
Yes, 13.
Yeah.
I want to say.
So who did that one? Because
Probably,
then it went back to Hamilton. It was Green Day.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then we had Jonas Brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was probably Trooper, Foreigner,
So
Prism.
2022. Was that 22?
Harlequin.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Never mind. It was, that one was Tyler Hubbard
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
right.
with
yeah.
Jordan Davis and
right.
Josh Ross. I don't know them.
Half of Florida, Georgia Line.
Tyler Hubbard
was
now would be much better than
Yeah.
Tyler Hubbard 2
Really?
years ago.
Well,
Oh,
I think they had Florida, Georgia Line, and then they split.
yeah.
So
that's exactly it.
one of them had to come.
And
Oh.
Yeah.
yeah,
It
there
was like a fresh split.
there was
Yeah.
a big
Yeah.
messy breakup.
Oh, I
there.
didn't know that.
Yeah, because I remember, again, dropping McWhinney's name, I remember being with Jeff saying he has to go down to wherever Hubbard was to do the commercial shoots with the Grey Cup. And he said, I thought I was getting both of them. And he goes, it was just,
Right.
just the one.
Oh, there's only two of them?
There was Florida,
two,
Georgia Line was two, yeah.
I don't know my country.
no,
I figured Florida Georgia line has multiple.
Yeah, no.
Because it's a line. I didn't think two was a line. Next year better be Tate McRae. I'll just throw that one out there.
That would be huge.
It's in Calgary. That should
would
just be
be-
locked.
That would be, yeah.
You just need to have that locked in
Massive.
right now if you're the
Yeah.
CFL. You need to go to her and be like, what's your cost?
Yeah.
We're bringing you to
She
Calgary.
might do the hometown discount.
Like that's the thing. Like you can't have another artist that fits what you're trying to do with halftime shows, which is a younger demographic and all that,
Exactly.
and the local girl.
Amen.
Straight up,
Yep.
Tate McRae better be the halftime show next year. If it's anyone else, I want heads to roll in the Canadian Football League. I'll say that much. Heads need to roll. We just got a few more minutes left. Okay.
Sure.
Spirit of Edmonton. What else do people need to know? Is final.
If you're going to Winnipeg, breakfast tickets are still available. spiritofedmonton.com. Click the link. It takes about 30 seconds to purchase. It will be the time of your life. Those the breakfast that we run and produce with our crew. It's you won't
It's
believe that
nonstop for 4 hours. It's non-stop.
9 o'clock on a Saturday morning, and the dance floor is packed, and we've got so many different. It's just like the best variety show.
Yep.
You're sitting there for 4 hours, and again,
And Holly Davidson is one of our night bands in our room, but they're also doing our breakfast with a totally, I'm not even going to give it away though, but it's a totally different set, a sound you won't hear anywhere else. It is so cool what they are bringing to the show this year. It's going to be awesome.
And just keep following Grey Cup Festival to see if they're going to release more passes, because it'd be a shame that people aren't going to the Grey Cup because they can't get a festival pass, which,
Yeah.
it's unfortunate. But anyway, we're looking forward to getting there. 2 weeks. Today we open at 4 o'clock. We're in halls E, F, G, and H with the Lions Den at the Winnipeg Convention Center, the RBC Convention Center. And we're looking forward to getting there, representing our city, our football team, and every CFL fan. That's what it's all about.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've been to the Spirit of Edmonton room. So.
And we haven't even talked Jays. How about those Jays?
Well, we did. We mixed it in. Wait, the morning show talked about it. Lockshot Huss and I will talk about it. They'll be talking about it in the EST afternoons. They'll be talking about it on the Reed Welkin show. You're going to get a lot
You're
of
right.
Jays
It's more
stuff
important to
on
talk
the
about
station.
us. So.
Just wild.
There is a lot of Jays. We're not based in Toronto, so we do have to cover Edmonton still here.
Yeah.
And Edmonton teams and plug some tune-in stuff here.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah. Tailgate Radio, we are just rocking. It's when people always ask, what's Tailgate Radio? What do you do? What do you do? It is, we don't play any ballads. It's rock, country, pop, throwbacks. So, and it's the best, just all around fun party music. So when you want to have a good time, if you're getting ready to go to a sporting event, turn Tailgate Radio
You're getting
on.
ready to go out to Spirit of Edmonton party.
Turn Tailgate Radio on.
Or you
As
come
he's
to the
getting
Spirit
ready.
of Edmonton party. If we don't have live band playing, we've got
Tailgate going?
Tailgate Radio playing.
Perfect.
The other day, I had to get some stuff done and I couldn't do it at my house. My kids were being a wreck. So I called Gerry. I'm like, hey, can I do my Tailgate Radio stuff at your place, at your work? And he was like, yeah, come on in. So I brought all my equipment, set it up. He's like, I'm listening to Tailgate Radio right now on the app and you're doing it live here at the same time. I said, yes. He's like, I'm getting double Tailgate Radio. This is awesome.
It's so cool. It is. It's
So yeah, we have a good time at Tailgate. Our other two channels are the Big 615, All Country. So if you're not a country fan, but All Country, it's really good. And then we also have the Garth channel that was
Garth Brooks.
that was previously on Sirius XM. We recreated it all, and it's the Garth channel on TuneIn. So those are our three babies.
and, a simple app to get. If you're not listening to the morning show or anything, right? Tune in radio, EST on TuneIn.
We're
Radio.
all our
Yeah.
our audio feed is 24/7 on TuneIn.
on
Radio.
TuneIn. So
we're
you-
right there.
If you probably already have the app, if not, the free one is fine to download and carry it with you. The nice thing is when I'm on the road between Calgary and Edmonton, I've got the tune-in radio on, and I'm listening to EST most of the time if I'm not listening to Tailgate. And
You flip. It's easy to switch between them.
Yeah.
They've got radio. I've used TuneIn for a long time.
Yeah.
Just to listen to radio stations from around the world and different things.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful app. That's why I was like, when we got on there, first thing is like, this is cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
TuneIn is a fantastic spot.
Yeah.
So go check those out. Okay, before we leave, Play Alberta over under. Download the app, visit them, playalberta.ca. 6.5 games. Over under, Jays winning the World Series.
well,
So if they do it in 6, it's
Yeah,
under.
it's under, yeah.
Over 7.
I just think they've got everything going for them right now.
Yamamoto heads to the mound for the Dodgers tomorrow. Just throwing that one out
He's
there,
due
too.
for a bad one
That's fair.
I'm going under.
because he was perfect the other game. Like he was as good as you could get without being perfect. He was as good as you could get.
I will be fascinated to see how the nerves are on Saturday if there's a game of 7.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it'd be fun.
Viewership will be through the roof on Saturday if that happens.
I actually thought I was watching.
I'd Friday or Saturday, like no work the next day.
Yeah.
These are going to be massive. They've already had massive TV numbers. These
Yeah,
are going to be
yeah.
massive. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, when you can get a 14-year-old little grade 9 girl to watch Ask When the Baseball Game's on, you know there's something happening. That's pretty cool.
So
Anyway,
both of you
it'll be
think
fun.
6.
Yep.
Yeah, I think 6.
I think
yeah.
let's get
Yeah.
it done.
Thanks for coming in. Thanks for bringing Sluice Juice.
No, it's always
Look
Hey,
forward to
so much
Spirit of
fun.
Edmonton in a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
gonna
We're
be a
looking
fun
forward to
time.
hosting you.
It's going to be a
having
fun
there
time.
And
I can't wait.
get into that breakfast. Don't be late.
No, I won't be. I remember 18, 19. I did visit all the rooms, but it was easy. Just like, seen them. Back to Spirit. Let's
Yeah,
get to
yeah.
Spirit. That was the place to be. So thanks again, once again, Jonny Jazzno, Gerry Haracsi from Spirit of Edmonton with us here on the Hangout. Up next, we got Lockshot, myself, and Huss. We've got Two Guys in a Goal, EST Afternoons, Reed Wilkins Show, GCL Diesel Oil Stream, pre and post game shows, all coming up on the station today on all of our platforms and on our audio stream. After the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pre-game show, we will have Turf District for you as they have a little wrap-up of the Edmonton Elks season. On behalf of Jonny, Gerry, I'm Matt. Thanks for tuning in into the Hangout right here on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton Sports, presented by Play Alberta. Lock shop in a few minutes. Don't go anywhere.
Let's go. There you go, right in front of the camera.
First-time guest, long-time listener, fan of the original draft commissioner.
Welcome to the EST Hangout presented by White Claw Hard Seltzer. The difference is clear. Matt Iwanyk, Tom Zola with here, joining us today.